losing on contract, bro.
I think y'all are gonna get Dame. I think y'all are gonna get Dame at the trade deadline, and it's not gonna be enough time for y'all to be a cohesive unit, and you're gonna lose in the third round.
I don't know if that's gonna be a problem. Heat are usually just turn it up in the playoffs. They always do. I don't know if that's gonna be a problem.
They do. But knowing your role is very important for a championship team.
But they already know their role. Bam, the big three know their role.
The big two know their role. Whoever you're getting rid of a lot of your auxiliary pieces. You already got rid of a lot of the pieces from last year. Plus whoever you got rid of Gabe Vincent, Max Strus. I think you got rid of Victor Oladipo as well.
No, he don't count. He play. He don't count.
But he's part of your team. He's part of your.
I know, but he play though. That's not like
he was a big part of your guard defense as well off the bench.
He played those
No, I agree with you. We lost Oladipo. We lost Oladipo. But the
Rockets don't have a franchise. Then if playoffs is the only thing that matters, Larry. I'm just letting you know.
What? We have a franchise.
Yo,
nobody on the team.
Listen. Yo, listen, ready? It don't matter because the Lakers win in the finals, so it don't matter. It don't matter at all. We don't need to talk about this bullshit. We don't need to talk about this bullshit because LeBron is gonna fucking daddy all y'all bitch ass teams. I don't know what you're talking about. He's going to bitch all y'all bitch ass
LeBron has a
teams.
knee injury right before the playoffs start, and AD is just coming back after being questionable for the past.
It's alright. You got Brunson as your best player, bro. You got Brunson. And you got Jalen Green as your best player.
Okay. Let's hot take this real quick. Brunson outplayed. No. Brunson outplayed LeBron James last playoffs. Let's hot take this real quick, my nigga. Since you want to chat. Brunson outplayed LeBron James last playoffs. That's your king.
What team made it farther? What team made it farther? At least he didn't have to carry my team, bro.
Okay, hold on. Let's hot take this for real then.
He didn't have to carry my team against the Heat, bro.
If Brunson had AD last playoffs, nigga, we would have beat the Heat. Let's not take this. Bro. Because
of AD, that's why. Because of AD. It's not even because of Brunson. It's because of AD. It's because of AD.
If we give LeBron Julius Randle, let's see how far he goes. You don't even make the playoffs, nigga. Come on now. Calm down.
No, they made the playoffs. Julius Randle was great in the
regular season. Because LeBron James is too hurt, and AD was putting on some heroics. Okay, let's not do this.
Yeah, y'all got bounced out the first round against a bum ass Cavs team. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. You beat a bum ass. Y'all beat a bum ass Cavs team, though.
Cavs is crazy. Y'all were losing to the Thunder consistently, but we played against the bum Cavs. The Thunder. You lost to the Thunder, bro.
And the regular
Josh Giddey was giving you fits. Josh Giddey gave you fits, bro.
Season.
Mike Conley gave you fits. In the play-in. Mike Conley gave you fits.
In the regular season. It don't matter. It don't matter. We beat Pure Shooter, bro. We beat Mr. Gangster, bro. I don't know what you talking about. We beat
offensive stat-wise, LeBron did better
than crazy.
We beat the best point guard ever in our graces. We beat the best point guard ever, bro.
Second best point guard ever.
My personal belief, I think he's the best point guard ever. Bro.
I bet you do, bro. AD beat all the niggas. You're right. The AD Lakers really beat all them teams. You're right, bro. You're actually factual.
Hey, man. Has anybody at almost 40 years old been putting up the same numbers that LeBron putting up? No. So why are we talking? Why we talking?
No.
He is the best player in the world.
That's crazy. Just because he's old doesn't mean he's the best player in the world.
He is. I don't
old doesn't mean he's bad. We're giving out participation.
Because you're not talking about his longevity. His longevity is fucking carrying him, bro.
He is the greatest longevity player of all time.
For sure. It matters. When we're talking the greatest right now, hell no, it doesn't matter. Fuck longevity, nigga. Fuck you and your age. You're not saying this about Chris Paul. You're not saying this about Al Horford. You're not saying this about
they suck. They're not putting up the numbers that LeBron's putting up, though.
Chris Paul's putting up like 15 on great efficiency. Al Horford has been still one of the top big man defenders in the league, shooting 40% from the three. All these guys are playing really well for their age, and you don't give a fuck about any.
Tucker.
And Tucker's Tucker.
Because they suck.
He's
Because
good.
LeBron
Defensively
is
wise, he's good.
dogging all of them.
So Al Horford.
Bro, you're gonna tell me at the age of you're gonna tell me at the age of 37, LeBron didn't almost win a scoring title if it wasn't for how many games he lost. He was number 1. He had the most points in the. Yes, at the season before the season. Remember when Embiid won it, and then.
It's true.
You're gonna tell me that at the age of 37,
when you play barely any games, I'm sure it is easy to average 30, my boy. When Giannis is out here doing it for like 70 plus games a season, averaging 30 is more impressive to me than fucking LeBron doing it for 45.
That's true. Damn.
You think LeBron, if he plays 70 plus games, he's winning a scoring title? No. Come on now, bro.
Because he doesn't have to try. If he had to try, he would.
He doesn't have to try, but you're using it as
because
look,
he had to try that year when they had Russell Westbrook because Russell Westbrook was a bum. And that's why he was averaging that many points. And AD was injured, so he had to try. Because, all right,
but he still played like 45 games. That's what I'm not saying that he doesn't have to try, but he's playing 45 games, bro.
If he didn't get injured,
it's less impressive to do that.
If he didn't get injured as much that season, he would have won the scoring title, and we would not be talking about this.
LeBron has gotten injured every season for the past 4 seasons.
Because he's old,
Why are you expecting him to not?
Because he's old, bro.
Why are you expecting him to not?
You act like that's not gonna come with age, though. You acting like that's not gonna come with age.
No. I understand that it comes with age, and that's why I'm saying he's not the greatest in the world. And because I'm putting it in context, I can understand that. That's fine. He's not.
You don't know what though?
He's also a lot
slower.
Not
a
good defender anymore. Not a great shooter anymore. It's fine. He's older. I get it, bro.
All right, guys. Welcome back to another.
All right, bro. I don't know why you're talking about. You be chatting about LeBron, bro. Like you a hater of LeBron, bro. It's crazy.
You say he's the best player in the world.
Because he is. He is the greatest player ever to live, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
Today, we're talking about today. Today,
the middle ground between dick suck and hating, and I'm firmly in that middle ground. Okay, you just think it's hating because you're all the way up here. That's what's going on. LeBron is like number 8 in the world for me. I think 8 or 9. He's not that low, bro.
Top 10. Yeah, top 10 for sure.
Yeah, there's people that got him at like 13. Go talk to them, bro. It's not my fault.
All right, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Up the Score Show. We're gonna be talking about our most overrated players on every single NBA team. We're gonna be going over a lot of NBA trade rumors, including James Harden, Damian Lillard, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Kyle Lowry, and breaking news with Buddy Hield. And we're also after that going to talk about what star we think most likely will be traded. And y'all here, we kind of in a fuss right now because before the pod we had a little Dame topic. Like this man Elijah chatting. Look, the whole offseason, I was saying that Dame is not going to Miami. I don't believe in it. I feel like it was just leverage for. I feel like it was just Dame winning it. It's happening. Look, I saw Kyle Lowry with Matisse Thybulle and Chauncey Billups. I feel like it was another player. I could be wrong, but no matter what, I saw him with Matisse Thybulle and Chauncey Billups at the top of the bleacher game, on the top of the bleachers at the Colorado versus Colorado State college game. And there's no reason that Kyle Lowry would be with those guys unless they have him serious trade talks. And the only reason the trade hasn't happened yet is because the Portland Trail Blazers want to milk literally every single asset from the Miami Heat. They want the Miami Heat to be left with 0 trading assets, which I understand. That's what they should do as an NBA team. You want to get the most out of your players, but it's not going to happen. I don't know what the exact details of the trade will be, but it's going to happen. Like in my opinion, it seemed like a done deal. I'm hurt.
Elijah, me personally, what he said in the beginning, I would not take that, bro. I ain't gonna care. I'm gonna care. Me personally,
though.
What
did he say in the beginning?
I think he's talking about the RJ Barrett thing, bro.
RJ Barrett, he's already admitted that RJ Barrett and Tyler Hero are the same nigga. So he was literally chatting the entire time. I already knew he was chatting the entire time.
No, RJ Barrett and Tyler Hero are very similar, But Tyler Hero may have a little more upside. RJ Barrett has a higher floor, if you want to say that. Because
heavily disagree. I think it's the opposite.
Oh, word, that's crazy. But yeah, I think it's the opposite too. But besides that, I really believe that Dame is going to Miami now. As a Heat mate, I'm not even being a biased Heat fan, bro. I follow a bunch of Heat pages, and I've been trying to keep up with the Blazers because I see how much like it's been a thing that might happen. So like I'll keep up with it a little bit. And this is the most that I've seen, that the most real stuff I've been seeing going on. The Miami Heat always got fake news that goes out. Pat Riley, if you let any news about the Miami Heat come out, you're fired from the whole staff. Like there's never Miami Heat rumors that are real. Look, we were gonna trade for Kelly. We were supposed to get Kelly Oubre, right? And I was like, bro, Kelly Oubre is not Heat culture, but fuck it, we get it, Kelly, bro, just because the news says it. But now, its actions speak louder than words. The Blazers could say that they don't want Dame to go to Miami all they want, but when we have a Miami Heat player with your organization on live TV, that says more than what you saying, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's Heat fan talk for sure.
Look. The reason I felt comfortable arguing it is because when it happens, I'm
Kyrie went to the Mavs as well. I'm just letting you know that, by the way.
All right, man.
That happened multiple times. Look, not only that, but Kyrie literally was in like the LA gym for the preseason. We literally went like next to the whole team, bro. Dapping them up, saying what's up, everything. That nigga went to the Mavs. So.
Thing is, Kyrie had a relationship with LeBron James, one of the most known relationships in basketball. If Kyle Lowry, give me one reason he would hang out with Matisse Thybulle and Chauncey Billups.
No, for sure, it's to get a deal done. But you think LeBron wasn't also pitching in LA when he was with Kyrie?
For sure he was, but the Lakers weren't interested in it. The difference between it is Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, Damian Lillard, the Miami Heat are all interested in it. The only team that even the Blazers interested in it. Of course they're gonna say they're not. That's how you get the most you can out from a player. Who are the Miami Heat bidding against? Let's name the teams that Damian Lillard could go to. I feel like Raptors, yeah, but Raptors. I think that's the reason Dame is doing all of this stuff. I think he wants it to be very known. He wants to go to Miami because the Raptors are the other team that could get him. And I think he wants to make it very clear that he does not want to go out the country.
Okay. I still think Brooklyn is the best spot for him.
It does.
Brooklyn,
the team has consistently said that they don't care where Dame wants to go. So, I'm gonna take the business. When the business says they don't care where you want to go, take that at face value, bro.
Okay, I could agree with that at a point, but I think the Raptors are the only team that is like really eliminated, and I don't think Dame would want to go to the Sixers either, and I don't think the Sixers would have.
It's not gonna happen. They're not giving up Maxey. Maxey going to have to get it done. They're not going to give it up Maxey. I wouldn't either because that's like 3 Tyrese Maxeys on the team. Sharp, Simons, and Max have 3 Maxeys. You don't need all that.
Who are the Heat bidding against?
The Sixers. The Sixers. No, you move Maxey.
Not the Sixers, bro. Sixers not happening.
I don't
you
think
move Maxey in that deal.
They're not moving
Maxey. It would be a 3-team trade, the same as it is with the Heat. It would be the same thing.
Oh, okay.
But why would you? Why would you?
Because you have a disgruntled star in Joel Embiid who feels like he needs help, and clearly James Harden was not that help.
I don't see any world where Damian goes to the Sixers. I don't.
If you want to keep Joel Embiid, you make a big move like Dame. That would be the best option for the Sixers franchise if they want to keep Joel.
All right, who else? I don't see a world where that happens, but who else?
Nets,
the Raptors.
Best spot for him. I'll say it.
Nets. I like the Nets.
The Nets. I'll agree with you. That is like my third best landing spot, third most likely landing spot outside of Portland for Damian. But
no, look, it's the best spot for him, bro. They have the picks, they have the contract money, Ben Simmons, they have Cam Thomas, they have everything that they would want.
If the Pels are out on Zion, I could see the Pels doing it as well.
Do they trade him to the West? Do they trade him to the West though?
Trade Zion wherever you get the most value.
No, I'm talking about Damian Lillard. Do the Blazers trade him to the West?
Yeah, they're rebuilding.
Why not? They're not competing.
They don't care.
They're not going against them.
Wherever. Yeah.
The Pelicans was a team on my list until recently, because the reason the Blazers didn't work out was because CJ and Dame, just as much as they loved one another as teammates, it just didn't work out. Why would they go ahead and do that again? That's ignorant in my opinion.
It's not CJ. You're not building. It's the team isn't CJ and Dame that time. It'd be CJ, Brennan, Ingram. It would be a bunch of players. You got so much defense around them, so much perimeter defense, especially that it wouldn't matter. The problem with the Blazers was they never had perimeter defense.
Look, I could see that world. So like you could have that as a team, but I don't think the Pelicans trade Zion right now, at least.
Fair enough. Yeah, but it's only if they're out on him because of his injuries and everything. Like, do you try to get rid of him while he's still at a high value?
I mean, I'd much rather trade Zion than Brandon Ingram right now, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
from the Pelicans.
I agree. What's another team?
Huh?
The Nets, the Pelicans. I don't think he goes to the Sixers.
Pelicans, Sixers, I'm telling you, the Sixers are very valuable. There's no real reason why.
I don't think he goes to the Sixers, man, at all.
I don't see either. I really don't. But
and then the thing is,
why?
Because I don't think. I mean, if you find a third team, maybe, but just straight up, I don't think they give him match. I don't think the Sixers.
The Heat are in the same position right now as what you're describing for the Sixers.
Yeah, but the only difference is the characters The only difference is the characters that's involved in the trade. While the playoffs were going on, I know y'all might not look at it that deep, but Damian Lillard was complaining about how Joel Embiid acts with his teammates during the playoffs. He made it known during the playoffs he doesn't like Joel Embiid, the teammate. He made it very clear he doesn't like that teammate. He was tweeting about it.
It's not about Dame though. It's not about Dame.
No, it's a little bit about Dame, and it's not fully about Dame. It's a little bit about Dame. It's a little bit, not fully. I agree with you.
Because they don't care about where he wants
everything isn't about Dame, but it is a little bit.
Not to that degree. I think if you're putting him next to a star, at that point it's professionalism. You know what I'm saying? You get paid millions of dollars to do your job. Do your job.
Yes, but Dame did show some loyalty. He could have left for you a few years ago.
Dame's gonna do his job. I've never been worried about Dame not doing his job. Will Embiid do his job? I think so. I think if you put Embiid in a position that win with a
star like Dame, does the look bad though? Doesn't this like bring negative energy to maybe people that want to go play for the Blazers because now they treated Dame like they didn't want to send him?
Who wants to go play for the Blazers? Name one big free agent the Blazers have ever had. Name one right now.
I know, but I'm saying if they grant his wish, maybe they have other people that maybe will consider going.
No.
It's still Portland, Oregon, bro. It's still Portland, Oregon. End of the day.
I agree with Elijah on that, but I just don't see the 76ers doing it. A team that could surprise us is somehow the Bucks. I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
David and Drew, I guess. I don't know what else you'd move.
No, it wouldn't happen. They have no young players, no picks, nothing future asset wise.
I think you move. I think you do a 3-team trade. You somehow get a big man involved to get the Blazers. You move Maxey for something. And you might move Tobias Harris in that trade as well. I don't know where he could go though.
I don't think Maxey goes anywhere. The Miami Heat and Sixers are not in the same position in that wise. The Sixers are ready to give Maxey the keys. They're ready. They'll give him the keys. The Heat will not deal with Tyler Hero.
100% in the same position, actually.
No,
the Sixers are 1,000% in the same position. If they both get Dame, they're both championship favorites. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay, I'll tell you on that, but they're ready to give Maxey the keys. That's their whole future is Maxey. That's their whole future.
Maxey is not. What would you expect Maxey to do? He's not a point guard right now. He's actually not a point guard.
I know, but that's where they'll put around him right now. If they traded Embiid and Harden, they would have Maxey as one of the center points.
He's a small, non-defensive guard that can't play make.
I doubt they're letting him go. I just do.
I think you definitely let him go if it means a championship. The same way that people said the same thing about Brandon Ingram and Lonzo Ball and all them on the Lakers, and they got rid of him because they wanted a star in a championship. They realized they had a superstar on the team that was getting older. Embiid's not going to last that long in this league. I thought he lasts another 5-6 years.
I'll be happy. I think Maxey's just their insurance. I think that's their only thing they have. They don't have any picks to go back on anything. Or any young players either. Only young player they have is Melton. That's it. After Maxey.
End of the day, the goal is to win a ring. If you're not winning a ring, you're not. It's the NBA, bro.
They had superstars before. I mean, they had other stars before Embiid. It didn't happen. I don't know if they risk it.
Risk it? What do you mean? That's almost barring injury. That's almost a guarantee getting out the East. I won't. I'll keep it a buck.
What?
If you get Damian Lillard, Joel Embiid, and you are able to keep James Harden somehow, you're almost guaranteed to get out the East.
Guaranteed.
Oh no, that's a guaranteed out the East, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's what I'm saying. Barring injury, bro, you have to it has to be a monumentous choke. Joel Embiid has to average 8 points, 6 rebounds, bro. No, even worse than what Joel Embiid normally does, Mark. I'm telling you, Dame is gonna do some heroics, and they'll be fine. They almost closed out the conference finals this year without him, and they didn't play that well.
And the team that Tobias Harris, he'd be gone too.
Tobias Harris can go. That's like 14 points and barely.
So who will get back? Just Dame?
You get probably Dame and Nurk or Dame and somebody.
Nah, it would just be Dame. That's it.
The Blazers said in the Damian Lillard trade, you have to get Nurkic. In the Damian Lillard trade, they want Nurkic to be off of their team for the salary reasons. Yo, what's up, Lee?
It's not the salary reasons. Dame makes $45 million. Tobias makes 37. Maxey makes 5. That's 45. That matches. Nurkic is 20 million more.
They probably move some small salary pieces or something. Like somebody they don't care. Furkan Korkmaz or something like that. Tucker can move. There's a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys that you move and you'll just sign like vet mins for the Sixers because you got everything you need there. That's a team that not only that's a big three that not only fits well together, but you have 2 superstar caliber players. All
right, I'm gonna name you the teams that I think Damian Lillard has even a 5% chance of going to. I like the Boston Celtics, a 5% chance. Like they clearly don't want guard play, and the Celtics clearly have a lot of big men. Maybe Robert Williams. Hey Blazers, you want Robert Williams? I think the Blazers would love Robert Williams. And then you build a trade around Robert Williams. I can see that happening in a case scenario. I can see the Nets case scenario where you Ben Simmons and a bunch of picks. Like you do a full-on pick package for Damian Lillard. You got the Suns picks. You got your own picks. You got the 76ers picks. You just give them a huge pick assets with Ben Simmons. You got I think the reason he made those comments is because how obvious it is that the 76ers and Raptors would be interested in him. And the Blazers, look, I'm not saying they're going to obey everything he says, but I think they will listen to him if Damian Lillard gave them a longer list of teams. You know what I mean? Yo, what's up, Dev?
Oh, what's up? I'm out. I'm out handling business, so I'll get to get my take real quick because I'm gonna be back on. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
All right, bet. Where do you think Damian Lillard goes?
Man, at this point, I don't know. This man, I don't know. This man he's gonna be stuck. He's stuck. Miami, don't want to give him up right now. I think Toronto. I really think Toronto might be the team that can get him because that's the only other team that makes sense in my opinion. And with Portland, because think about it. If you're Portland, you can get OG on the nose.
Not getting OG, I doubt it.
No, you built that trade around OG. I think that's who you built that trade around.
I think they want Scotty Barnes. Am I bugging? They want Scotty Barnes?
God, no.
If you get OG and OG.
You know something?
I'm saying though, I don't think they give up OG. I think keeping OG with Dave and Pascal would be perfect for him.
You know something? I just thought about what you said, Mar, and now that the whatchamacallit deal with including Nurkic is on the table, depending on who we trade, I don't think that's too bad of a deal. However, yeah, well, in terms of Dame and Nurkic, depending on who we give up, it doesn't seem like too bad of a deal. But the thing is, I don't think we're capable of catching another robbery like we did with Dallas and like we did with Phoenix, because I believe we robbed the shit out of both teams. I strongly
y'all got a lot of assets. Yeah.
I strongly believe we robbed the hell. Listen, anytime you come away with Mikal and DFS from Dorian Finney-Smith, they best defender on Dallas, and basically nerfed their season to the point where they had to lean on Kyrie and Luka. You basically robbed them.
And that's the trade Elijah wants us to do. You feel like, as a fan, that you robbed the team, and Suns fans, even they don't even think they could win a championship because they have no more assets. Elijah, do you think the Suns could win a championship? Yes or no?
That's different.
They don't have any more assets to move at all.
Their team doesn't fit. Their team doesn't fit though. But their team doesn't fit. That's three of the same players on the team.
No, okay.
Well,
their team have a great fit together.
I would like to ask the
Miami's
question.
very good at developing young free agents and getting young drafted players. I don't think that's ever going to be an issue for you guys. So it's very
okay.
Well, okay. Hero are not the same player at all. So.
Oh, all right. Let's stick with the Phoenix thing, okay? Because I think we under the impression that Bradley Beal cannot sacrifice, or wait, who has to sacrifice more? Is it KD? Is it Bradley Beal? Is it Devin Booker? Who has to sacrifice more? Would you say out of the three on that team?
It's gonna be Bradley Beal until KD gets hurt mid-season.
So I'm under the impression that it's Bradley Beal, but I don't think KD should exert, because I don't think KD should exert himself too much with all the injuries that he had after 2019. I mean, it's after 2019, the Kevin Durant that we got was basically sample sizes from the Kevin Durant that we got before 2019.
Took a DM.
So,
I think it should be KD and Ayton.
I think Ayton has to rise, because the thing is, you got rid of Phoenix got rid of two guys that got on your nerve the most. They got off of Chris Paul and they got off of Monty. So realistically, in my eyes, and I think in everybody else's minds, Ayton don't have no excuse. To me, I don't think, does Ayton really have an excuse, bro? If he doesn't at least put in effort, that's what I want to know.
Doesn't at all.
He puts in effort, that's fine. But some players, effort or no effort, they're just not good at certain roles.
You might have seen it.
Anchor your defense. I'm gonna be disappointed no matter what he does.
I think, but here's the thing. I think Ayton got to show out, bro. Because it's gonna be nice with Kevin Durant. It's gonna go from giving you the Kevin Durant of old in spurts, bro, and going to that, and then you think it to yourself, bro. Basically, in order for this to work for Phoenix, Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton have to show out on all given nights.
I disagree. I think Bradley Beal and Devin Booker got to be the ones who perform during the regular season.
They've been there since the beginning. They got to show out. They don't have any real injury issues. I mean, Devin Booker, he did get injured last year, but the thing is, they still on the same timeline, bro. Because they both in their mid-20s, they both top picks. They've been there for the struggle years of Phoenix, and now they up. They basically fast forwarded to the finals and to a pretty marquee team with the Chris Paul years and now the Kevin Durant years. Them two, they gotta show out. I don't think it really matters what Kevin Durant does anymore.
I think it does matter what Kevin Durant does in the playoffs. That's why Bradley Beal and Devin Booker are the guys who I think have to carry the load and let Kevin Durant get to the playoffs healthy. I think Kevin Durant should take a back seat, and Ayton is also going to take a back seat, but on offense. I feel like he should do more on defense because when the Suns made the finals, he was playing good on defense.
Yes, he was.
Devin Booker and Bradley Beal are both capable of averaging a lot of points and carrying load, kind of playmaking, kind of. And then you just let KD get a silent 25.
You know what? I agree with you. I think DeAndre Ayton, he pretty much got to be borderline. He got to have some type of AD type of year defensively.
That's not going to happen. You can't put that on him.
I can't put that on him at the age of 20. At the age of 20.
No,
at the age of 27.
No sign of that. No sign of that. Nothing. No sign at all.
Yeah, no.
How would that happen?
He's never.
Wait. How old is he?
24.
24. Even at 24, AD was still in detail conversations. So no.
I mean, at 24, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. Lakers AD defensively, the Lakers AD that we saw last year is what he can be at full health. But we never saw that AD defensively at full health until last year.
We did. He's personally blocked like 4 times on New Orleans.
Well, in terms of the play, in terms of that in the postseason, and translating it to the postseason, bro. Like 2018, bro. That was another fluky year, bro. Like, because they basically, I'm not giving them credit for that. That was really Drew Holiday and Rondo. I'm not giving them credit for that. My thing with Ayton, I think he is capable of being a damn good shot block and a damn good defender, and he's up for at least, like you say, he's 24, bro. Like, he about to enter the years where he's supposed to be, as the number 1 pick, he's supposed to be like top notch at something, bro. Like at the center position. Because
he was the number 1 pick, but he shouldn't have been. Even at the time, I thought Luka Doncic should have been number 1 pick. And I'm not saying it because of hindsight. I'm saying it because at the time the Suns hired the coach, and I thought that's what was going to happen.
I think everybody knew. If you go back to that year, I think everybody knew Ayton was going to be a top pick. But the thing is, Luka, everything that Luka did overseas and everything, I don't really think it mattered at the time. It matters now, but because we're looking at European players a lot differently than we looked at them 5-6 years ago, whatever the case may be. Like, but everything during that time that Luka did, it held no allegiance to what DeAndre Ayton and his ceiling was supposed to be at that time. It held nothing.
Yeah, that's
because
like,
it held nothing because
it's a mindset thing, bro. He just doesn't have the mindset to be a top guy. He shies away from competition. He's not very aggressive in his shot making attempts. Mm-hmm. He's just a very passive player. Truthfully,
I think that has the opportunity to change with a guy like Frank Vogel. Look what Frank Vogel did with that Lakers team, and Dwight and JaVale, and obviously, look what he did with Roy Hibbert.
Yeah, but those are
with his big
Dwight and JaVale were always aggressive, though. Roy Hibbert was always aggressive. Roy Hibbert was always meeting people at the paint, going up for those shots, making that effort on defense. It was never a mindset problem with him. It was just a skill issue, truthfully, or an athleticism issue.
Well, I would agree with that, but I think personally, bro, like with Vogel, the thing is, the defense is going to be one of the. I think if we had to pick a player on this team that was going to come close to playing the defense that he wants, it's not going to be Bradley Beal. It may be Devin Booker. I think Devin Booker improved defensively, but it ain't going to really be him. It's got to be DeAndre Ayton. It has to be. He has to be. He has to be borderline.
It has to be.
He has to be borderline out of this world defensively in order for this to work.
You don't think it's just a bad hiring? The fact that Frank Vogel is such a defensive-minded head coach, and this is the team that they got him. You don't think it's just a bad fit?
I don't think it's a bad hire because Devin Booker and Kevin Durant, bro, they could pretty much run their offense alone. Bradley Beal, like, well, come on, but like them and Bradley Beal, they could pretty much run the offense without any type of coaching mind on offensive mind on the sideline. They can pretty much run that on their own.
Doing that. Right, we're not doing that. Pick 3 again. We're not doing
What do you mean you're not doing that?
I'm not doing that again.
I kind of agree.
Bro,
no.
Bro,
At this point in their career,
and Steve Nash couldn't run the offense. It took horrible.
Exactly.
We got Jacques Vaughn in there, someone who was more offensive minded, who optimized the system. And KD had his best mid-range year ever. Kyrie was looking like his best offensive season ever. Claxton improved. Ben Simmons improved for the time. Like when they got a real offensive coach in there, everybody improved.
Yeah, but we're comparing Steve Nash to Frank Vogel. Steve Nash is like a special type of
here's the thing. Offensively, they did, but
but they still had their best, like some of their best seasons ever.
Yeah, for sure.
I understand. They definitely had those best seasons, but those best seasons is basically kind of underlying anomalies, basically, like compared to like any other seasons in terms of efficiency. We ain't never going. You think we ever going to see Devin Booker go damn near 70% and 50% from 3 again in the stretch that he went? Hell no. So my thing is, realistically, defense is going to be their key, because at the end of the day, you still got Kevin Durant who can close. Doesn't matter how bad he's shooting. He can still get hot at any given moment in the fourth quarter in big games. Devin Booker, he could close games. And you got Bradley Beal for extra offense. It's just DeAndre Ayton has to anchor that defense. He has to. There's no other way around this.
No, he doesn't have to anchor it. He just has to play better.
I think Kevin Durant.
I think he has to anchor it. At the age of 25, you got to anchor this defense.
Look at
guys like Nurk. Look at guys like who else? Powell,
Jonas
Valanciunas. There are guys in the league that don't play defense. Vuj nowadays, yeah, he used to, but nowadays, yeah.
Well, the thing about Valanciunas is such like, I think Valanciunas is still a presence though. Like in terms of rebounding and playing physical and playing physical around the basket, and being able to step out and hit the shot. I think he's not a minus. That's the thing about it. And plus,
he's a great offensive player.
Yeah. He is a pretty damn good offensive player, but he's not a minus defensively because he rebounds. He's a strong rebounder. So the thing is,
he's a big body.
If Ayton is only contributing rebounding to that team, they're not a defensive team. They won't be. He's not defensively anchoring that team.
Well, that's kind of a like. I mean,
Andre Drummond didn't anchor the Pistons when he was rebounding. He wasn't a defensive anchor. He was not a good defender.
No. I'm not saying the anchor. But my thing is the task for DeAndre Ayton is way different than it is for Valanciunas. Valanciunas, he got defensive players around him like Herb Jones and Alvarado and them dudes, bro. Like he got good perimeter defenders around him. So my thing is like I don't think he really has to worry about anchoring as much. As opposed to the Suns. The Suns got offensive juggernauts that you want to rest on defense, not rest, but like not play the high octane defense of a Herb Jones and an Alvarado. They making their name off of defense. They making their name off of hustle. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is like what you want from DeAndre Ayton in order for this to work under Frank Vogel is for him to be that guy defensively, or at least have that guy type of season defensively. And listen, if I think he's capable of a God tier defensive season, I think he is. Under Frank Vogel, I think he is.
I think the guys who are capable of that have shown they're capable of that before they ever got a head coach like that. Like Walker Kessler is capable of something like that. You know, you got your Nick Claxtons. You got your guys that show that they can be top-tier shot blockers and post defenders before they ever get a defensive coach.
The best defender on the Suns is Josh Okogie. He's probably the best defender they have.
I agree.
I I would say it's Kevin Durant.
It's okay. You can debate that. You can debate it, but
You
maybe
can
Josh
it's
Kobe.
Kevin Durant, that's fine, but that's never going to be his main
If
assignment.
KD your best defensive player, that's a bad
That's
defensive
bad, yeah.
team.
It's pretty
That's a
bad.
that is a bad defensive.
The points stand. The team isn't going to be great defensively. I think what they need to definitely lean into is offense, because almost any team they go against in the playoffs will have a better defense than them. So at this point, you just need to kill them with offense, overpower them with whatever you can do.
Man, I
Optimize
just
that as possible.
This team kind of reminds me of the Sixers, kind of. They have the
nah,
four.
I'm about to park
elite
right now. I
scorers.
just seen something crazy across the street. She is right, but yeah, he right. If Kevin Durant is your best defender at the age of 35 on a team that's supposed to be like looking to be contending for a championship, that ain't good. I don't agree with that. I'm not getting on board with Kevin Durant being the best defender just in turn. Kevin Durant at this point in his career should not even be attempting to play high level defense. That's what gets you hurt faster, because the thing is, since 2019, listen, nothing good can come from playing defense. All the major injuries come from what? Playing defense. Because you play too much defense. He tried to do that over in Kevin Durant tried to do that over in the Warriors. He got dunked on by Larry Nance, and that was the end of that whole defensive player of the year conversation. That was it. The point that, listen, I think DeAndre Ayton has to rebound, block shot. He has to rebound at a high level, because I think he can rebound at a high level, block some shots when needed, and alter some shots, but rebound mostly. I think listen. I need 15 plus rebounds from him on big nights.
I think
sounds like they should have traded for Capella. Sounds like they should have traded for Capella.
No. You're not getting 15. You're not getting.
I'm not getting. If I can't get 15 from him on that team, who am I getting 15 from? Kevin Durant?
Nobody. Nobody in the league gets 15. Literally no.
So what y'all basically telling me is that the Suns are pretenders?
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
absolutely.
I won't say all that.
Of course, yes. The Suns are pretenders.
Yes.
This team kind of reminds me of the Sixers, kind of. They had the four, good scorers.
Bro,
Yes, sir, Ziegler, we live.
The four good scorers, and they had a weak bench.
Oh, hold on, let me run upstairs, bro.
Yeah, this is live, bro.
That's kind of what they have right now. It's kind of like the Sixers. But they don't have a defense like Joel and P. Tucker to go back on.
The Suns are pretenders, bro.
I don't think they're pretenders. I'm not gonna say that.
I bet you won't, Larry. You thought Ben Simmons was good. Like, I'm not surprised, bro. You like this.
The Suns are pretenders
Larry
until
likes
they get Ayton off their team.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that statement. I'm not mad at that statement.
Aiden Capella and some depth would make this team so much better. It's not even funny, bro.
They can't get no depth, bro. They literally can't get no depth.
They can get a little bit if they trade for.
You can get depth from the Hawks. You can get depth from the Hawks. You can get like Bogdan and Capella, which would be great for them.
Dude, you take,
the only way you get depth is if you trade Aiden, and you have to get like people who are on like either expiring contracts or who are just have no money that they're getting paid.
That works though. Expiring contract, that works. Yeah, for free agency next season, that works for them.
That dead cap expiring contract, bro. That dead cap's gonna be crazy, yo. They're gonna be fined, OD, bro.
Get fined if you want to win a chip. I think they just got a new owner too. He got money. Get fined. Welcome to the league.
They're not gonna win a chip though.
Trading
80%. Remember the 80% Booker, 34 to 80%.
I just don't like the team that they got, bro. That is just bad, bro. That's bad for business.
As is, it's not good. It's not great. But let's move on from this, bro. Come on.
Yeah. We was supposed to get on to the Suns this much. What do y'all think about Giannis in the Bucks season this year? Do y'all think that's gonna be a weird atmosphere? Or do you think Giannis is doing the LeBron, hey, get talent right now?
He's done it before. They got you high. Let's be serious.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you, Elijah. That's why I mentioned it. I think Giannis is putting his foot down hey, my dad, Bam Adebayo, I need more help again. Then we're going against him. You feel me? You feel me?
Hey, look, bro, the Bucks are gonna be worse this year. I'm sorry.
I want you to remember when you say things like this for when we do the NFL pop mic. I just want you to remember this. Unprompted how many times you bring up.
But I make it clear that I'm messing around though. Like the way I just kept saying, you feel me? Mike dead ass thinks Dak is like. Yeah, let's not get too much into the NFL part, but like I do think Giannis is trying to get rich.
Confidence is a hard thing to find in today's league, my friend. I don't know what to tell you. That man Ben Simmons is fresh out. He's all his confidence. Where do you go to college? LSU? All his confidence went to LSU.
Yeah.
Hey man, this is about to be All-Star this year. You better watch out.
Back when he was playing Nick Stauskas, bro, I'm sure he was great. For sure.
Oh my lord!
Y'all seen Ben Simmons' comments? He said, "I'm back with vengeance."
We're not talking about Ben Simmons. All right,
we're not. He's GOAT.
We're not talking about Ben Simmons. No, we're not.
I think we can.
No. We're getting Larry a little bit horny out here,
you
bro.
want to spend half an hour talking about LeBron? We talk about Ben Simmons for a little bit.
No, because you're gonna get too horny, bro. It's not good for the audience.
It's not good. It's good.
We gotta.
I see LeBron at the gym all summer. I see LeBron at the gym all summer. I see Ben Simmons in the gym.
That's a problem. Tell that man turn the cameras off and get to work. You've been doing too much TikTok.
Hey, he do need to turn the cameras off and get to work. Cause holy, I was on the Ben Simmons train last year, and I look sick, bro. Like I lost some credibility because of Ben. I ain't gonna lie.
Get back on, man. One more year.
No.
Get back on. We calling.
I wasn't even that high on him.
Get back on the train.
I wasn't even that high on him though, bro. I did not think he was an All NBA player. I was like, bro, he's a borderline All-Star. Like, what are we doing? Like, what? Y'all don't think he's a borderline All-Star, bro? The man average, nah, man. He made me look sick for calling him a borderline All-Star, bro.
Get back on the train, man. We're gonna leave soon. Come on, get back. Back on the train.
That was a bad fit for him, anyways, though.
I thought it was such a great fit, but I don't know. I don't know nothing about Ben Simmons no more. I don't know nothing, bro.
He's a bum. Let's move on. Okay, let's move on.
Not a bum. Okay.
Let's move on to our the title of the live. We're gonna be talking about our most overrated players on every single NBA team going into the 2024 season. And
it's gonna take a while.
Wait, what's called? But you're talking about Buddy Hield and Kelly Oubre first?
Oh yeah.
We gotta go west and east like we did the last ones, bro. There's no way we can do both.
Yeah, that too. Kelly Oubre and Kelly and Buddy Hield rumors.
Yeah, where do you think Buddy Hield going, Larry?
Rockets?
No, seriously. He's not going
I'm actually dead ass. Rockets. Kevin Porter Jr. and a pick.
I'm going to sleep, bro. I'm going to sleep.
I'm so serious. Why would it happen, Eli? What would happen?
Just use all your money for Fred VanVleet. You literally said that move was because you didn't want to sign anybody else. And now you're over here talking about getting Buddy Hield.
Well, we're going to play Kevin Porter Jr. Now we're going to get rid of him for expiring contract. We can free up more money for the next offseason.
Is Buddy Hield coming off the bench?
Lord.
Huh?
Are you getting Buddy Hield to come off the bench behind Jalen Green?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Why?
Buddy Hield is better than Jalen Green. So you'd have to start him. You literally have to start him.
Buddy's better than Jalen Green?
Buddy Hield will request a trade in the first 3 weeks, buddy. I'm telling you, he's leaving your team if you guys trade for him. That's stupid.
Yeah,
where do you think he's going, Elijah?
I could see him going to the Sixers. I could see that for sure. I could see him going.
With Tobias Harris?
Depending on what his value is, I could see the Lakers trading away some of the depth for him. I don't think that'd be a terrible move, like a deal or something. I could see the Kings trying to move somebody for him.
The teams, I don't know about the teams.
A lot of teams, almost every team in the league could use Buddy. I'm not gonna lie, almost every team. I wouldn't hit him on the Knicks. I like him here.
I looked at the Knicks for a good amount. I really did. Look, the Knicks is one of the teams I would like him to go to for real. But the team I feel like he's gonna land on is the Bucks. Kind of like I feel like the way that Giannis is like putting his foot down, like y'all, hey, do something. Like Buddy Hield would fit perfectly next to them, and Drew Holiday, he has his shooting slumps in the playoffs. Buddy Hield, you got someone who you know will knock down shots, and Drew Holiday could just focus on defense a little more, and they got a crazy shooting guard rotation of just guys, bro.
If Buddy Hield goes to the Bucks, this will be his first All-Star appearance. I'm calling it right now. If he goes to the Bucks, they're gonna be a one seed, and he'll be the second best player on the team, so he'll make an All-Star.
You think that Buddy Hield on the Bucks will go blur? I ain't gonna lie. Like he got average 22 on the Bucks easily, just knocking down shots.
I think if you wanted to trade for Buddy, though, I guess it's kind of too little, too late. But I think you would have kept Javon and used him as a trade asset instead of just letting him walk. You know what I'm saying? You take Marjan and you just move those two guys and you just let the older guys try to win a chip.
Yeah.
Middleton pre-injury maybe, but post-injury, 32 years old. Y'all have spoiled with longevity. NBA fans are spoiled with longevity. They forgot that most players retire at like 34, 33, and are bad by 32. So
that's the thing about it. That's why I put Giannis' name down on the trade rumors. The way Giannis talking, who does he want the Bucks to move on from?
Middleton. It's gotta be Middleton. But that makes sense. He's old. He's old, bro. Y'all got
when the season was over, Giannis was talking about it's not a failure, whoop-de-whoop. And all this, look, like I said, actions speak louder than words. You acting like that season was a failure the way you're acting right now. And it's like, as soon as free agency was over, you would think that the Bucks would be happy with how it went. They kept their players back, but I don't know, man.
They kept one player.
They kept two, Brook Lopez and Middleton. And they got
Middleton doesn't count. He asked. I'm sorry.
So
y'all think, you gotta stop saying that. You gotta stop saying that because you don't mean it. You're actually just chatting.
Nah, he's been saying this since like last year.
I have, bro.
It's actually crazy.
Look at the stats. He had it.
I'm so long. I don't even look at the stats. I know he's not great. But to say
he's
that
the opposite of MIP season. He had the opposite of MIP season. He literally had the opposite of MIP season.
Okay, you can't be high on Ben Simmons coming off a back injury, but be low on Chris Middleton playing through injury.
Hey, look, we talk about Ben Simmons only one, but I'm talking about Chris Middleton. He had last season. He's not as good as he was. He declined since then.
Okay, say that about Ben Simmons right now, then.
No, I won't. I forgot.
I'll let you go.
Huh?
Yeah, okay, you're just chatting. Okay.
I'm not chatting. So that's it. So
let's move on. Let's move on. You're literally
look at stats. Look at stats. Look at stats. Please look at stats. Please.
You know what's crazy is no. Chris Middleton, of a bad knee, still played better than Ben Simmons. So let's stop. All right, we're not talking about Ben Simmons no more. Don't talk about Ben Simmons. Talk about Chris Middleton. I'm talking about Ben Simmons. Eli, do you trust Chris Middleton to be a starting small forward on a championship team? I trust Ben Simmons to get a DMP more than I trust Chris Middleton to do anything less.
I'm talking about Chris Middleton. Do you trust, as the Bucks, Chris Middleton as your starting small forward? You're the third best player on the team.
If I get Buddy Hield, he'd be the fourth best player on the team. So yes, I trust Chris Middleton.
Who are you getting Buddy Hield for?
Marjan Beauchamp.
$2 billion. Buddy Hield, $20 million.
Grayson Allen's contract.
$6 million. Okay.
And Pat Connaughton's contract.
5.
Buddy makes 19.
You'll take 3 players for one? Is it worth it?
Yeah. Would you do that trade? Pat Connaughton, Grayson Allen, Marjan Beauchamp for Buddy Hield, and then the Pacers get a nice small forward, Marjan Beauchamp. That's a young player, and they clearly don't want to pay Buddy Hield. So instead of paying Buddy Hield, you get a young small forward.
So the Bucks
get two good defensive players as well off your bench.
So the Bucks would be Brook Lopez at the 5, Giannis at the 4, Drew, Buddy Hield, Chris Middleton, and my points off the bench. That's it. That's your whole bench. My points. That's it.
You get. I think
I don't hate that.
That's it.
I don't hate it.
What's the
7 rotation? That's literally the definition of a 7 rotation. So,
yeah. What you think about this trade, though? Leave Buddy Hield for Pat Connaughton, Grayson Allen, and Marjan Beauchamp.
Cool. Pat Connaughton, Grayson Allen,
and Marjan Beauchamp.
They're young guys.
I don't like it. I don't like it simply for the fact that, if I'm not mistaken, the Bucks just picked up Malik Beasley.
Yeah, but Malik Beasley, his plan is to come off the bench. So why not? Same plan.
I mean, but if you're trying to get Buddy Hield, my bad. If you're trying to get Buddy Hield, that means that you going in the direction of just putting any type of shooters around Giannis by giving up Grayson Allen and what's the other dude after Pat
Connaughton? Grayson Allen is any type of shooter.
Yeah, he's literally that. Yeah, Grayson Allen is like when you watch the Bucks play in the postseason, they live or die on the bench players shooting threes.
Yeah, they do. They do. But my thing is like they also live and die on their defense as well. And
you still have Giannis, Brook, and Drew in your starting lineup with Bobby Portis on the bench. You still have your plenty of defense there.
Right.
Yeah, who are you losing the defense? Pat Connaughton? I mean, the offense upgrades significantly.
Grayson Allen, you losing on defense too, buddy. As in terms of and just getting Buddy Hield on the get back and have him and just signing Malik Beasley. I think Malik Beasley is going to be the spark off the bench that they needed. When you're trying to pair him up with Buddy Hield, that's kind of doing too much. You only really need like one little guy that could like shoot the ball.
Beasley is a 3-point shooter.
Yes, Beasley is a damn good 3-point shooter. But the thing is,
Buddy Hield's a shooter, mid-range 3. He can shot create for himself. He's good in pressure moments. Like you,
I mean,
like a star.
But on the Bucks, I think his job is going to be more of spot up shooter than It has to be because the thing is Giannis. Because Giannis is gonna do most of the driving and kicking and playmaking and most of everything that they run, he's not gonna be able to occupy the mid-range spaces and on all of that because that's gonna be occupied for Middleton and Drew Holiday to occupy.
I would ask Middleton to be the spot up shooter at least to begin the season.
Yeah, Buddy Hield is the second best scorer on that team. Anything that you were giving to Drew Holiday and Middleton before would go to Buddy Hield. You prioritize Buddy Hield scoring.
I don't know about that, man. But I'm like lifting Buddy Hield, like prioritizing Buddy Hield scoring on a team that's supposed to be contenders, top tier contenders in the East, and already came off a championship and trying to get back to that. I would like to assume that you want somebody. Even though Middleton has regressed since that title, even though Drew Holiday, is getting older, you still gonna use the ball and everything is still gonna run through those guys. Just because they've been not just because they've been there longer and they know the system. If you're giving the ball to Buddy Hield and telling him to be the shot creator that he basically was in Oklahoma, and he hasn't really been since Oklahoma.
We know that Buddy Hield averaged 20 on like 40% from the 3, right?
He's consistently been
9 attempts from 3.
Yeah, but how many of that was actual creation? Was it like
it was a bunch
no. Buddy Hield is actually a very good creator.
I mean, he's a very good creator on a sub 500 team, not on the contender.
Exactly. That's why you get into a contender.
It's not like he's inefficient. Like he's not like Jordan Poole. He's a very efficient
he's not
creator.
Terry Rozier.
No. I'm not saying that. I don't. Here's the thing. I don't think it's the efficiency you guys are worrying about. Here's what we worrying about. We're worrying about him versus the other contenders against the Celtics and the Miami Heat in a playoff series. Is he gonna be that type of elite shot creator that you saying that he was?
Who would you rather have, Buddy Hield or Grayson Allen?
Malik Beasley right now. Malik Beasley didn't do anything in the playoffs, so how would I rely on him in the East? Like it's the same argument, but for Malik Beasley, it's proven that he hasn't done anything.
Right. For Malik Beasley, it definitely hasn't been proven that he hasn't shot created at that level. This is the thing. I don't really harp on dudes that shooting 40% off of these numbers on these sub 500 teams. Those are what I call inflated stats to me. If you do that in the playoffs, series, if you basically do that in the playoff series against top tier elite defensive competition like Miami and Boston, then that's saying something. I'm not.
Ever played in a playoff game?
No.
It's only Kings and then the
That's exactly why you trade for him. He's 30 years old and never played in a playoff game.
He's 30.
He's 30. He was drafted at
He's
25 years
30?
old. He's 30 years old, bro. He's
This
30.
is why you don't do that. He's been wasting years, bro. The second that he get in the playoffs, he gonna turn into Jamal Crawford. Have y'all seen Jamal Crawford in the playoffs?
Almost every Bucks player is over 30 though.
I understand that.
It's not a young team.
Here's the problem with the Bucks. The Bucks are not producing any youth.
Yeah. Because they're not getting draft picks at all. Like they traded for.
Well, they need to start getting some second round picks or something, man. Because they're not doing it, man.
Bucks, realistic, Bucks aren't that great at drafting. They drafted Giannis, and that's awesome. And they drafted Kareem in the 70s. And that's like it. They don't really draft crazy. Oh, they drafted Ray Allen, I believe, as well. But they don't draft crazy. They draft like a good player every 20 years.
Yeah, they drafted people this year. They drafted 2 second-round picks: Chris Livingston and Andre Jackson Jr.
Which they wouldn't trade in this trade, by the way. They wouldn't move those guys, so they still have their rookies, who probably aren't going to be that much, truthfully. So.
Yeah. Us talking about the Bucks right now, this fits perfect for my most overrated player on the Bucks, Grayson Allen. If you think Grayson Allen and Buddy Hield isn't a huge upgrade, that's exactly why I got him as the most overrated player on the Bucks, man.
You say Grayson Allen and Buddy Hield is a huge upgrade. I mean, it is on paper, Mar. But the thing is, if you leaning on, if you giving up all of those assets just for Buddy Hield to be and trying to put him in a role that you had Middleton in a championship season, then I don't know about this, man. Like I think we harp too much on these players, man, that shot 50% or 40% off three on some bad team and everything, and then when they get on contenders, they nerf, man, because now they in marquee games, they in bigger games, they in more televised games, and the lights is brighter, and everything is going to be dependent on them. They go from being a second option on a sub 500 team to being a third or second option on a contention team, and they wind up digressing, bro. I've seen it happen too many times. I agree.
That's why Buddy Hield would be a fourth or fifth option.
Even if he regressed, he'd be like a 17-point per game score on like 8-9 threes on 37% from the three. He'd still be good, like really good for that team. He's still a plus even as a regressed player.
All right, to take those numbers and put them in a number 2 role, a number 2 and a number 3 role.
He's not a number 2. He's not a number 3, and he won't be asked.
He's a number 2.
But we just said. But everything that you just said, take all the joints from Middleton and give them to him. That's basically the number 3 role.
No, the priority that Middleton has, because Middleton is just not the same player anymore. Why would you give him all these? Why would you give him 14, 15 shots a game? That's not necessary anymore for him to be a 15.
Look, this the same reason why you won't give a 30-year-old who hasn't been in the playoffs his entire career, and you now he's going to be in the playoffs if he goes to that team, obviously. And now you're going to be looking at it, and when Middleton gets hurt, and when Drew Holiday has to have more defensive responsibilities, now you're going to be looking forward to him when Giannis is on a drive and kick, and they put up a wall, and then you're going to be looking forward to this dude.
That's what you want.
Yes. That's what I want. Yes.
You rather Drew Holiday gets the ball, because in the playoffs he shoots 27%.
I don't know. I mean, listen. I don't know, man. Listen, I think the whole reason why the Bucks won a championship in the first place is because of luck and defense. They don't have PJ Tucker anymore, and they got defensive stops down the stretch of that finals, man. That the premier defensive stops, man, and that's one of the reasons why they won. I don't think
premier defensive stops from Drew Holiday, who now with Buddy Hield next to him will be asked to do less as a shooter and focus more on offense. I agree with you. On defense, I agree.
Yeah, he'd be focusing more on defense as which is
you wouldn't ask Drew Holiday. They need someone to space the court. They don't even ask Drew Holiday to make shots. They just ask him to space the court.
Please,
so he just shoots.
Tell me right now, should Drew Holiday, who's shooting 29% from the three, be taking 17 shots a game? Do you believe that?
Taking 17 shots a game. Listen, as the premier ball, as one of the premier ball handlers, I don't think 17 shots a game is his forte. But we have seen We have seen Drew Holiday kill on. We have seen Drew Holiday go off, not just in a playoff series, but and offensively, but defensively on both sides. So it's possible still, even at this point. We're talking about 4 to 7 games because that's what we're really looking at. We're not looking at Milwaukee as regular season fish anymore. We're looking at them like, yo, what can y'all do that y'all have? How can y'all do what y'all did back in 2021? How can y'all do it? That's how we looking at them. That I would like to assume that's how we all looking at them. So my thing is,
1 year they won, he shot less.
He definitely shot less. He definitely shot less because they were healthier and they had a lot more bodies to throw defensively. And his defensive responsibilities wasn't as steep as they was when the next year when they lost Middleton, when they didn't have PJ Tucker to throw at, man. And I think that's some of the things that they missing. I personally believe that getting rid of Grayson Allen and getting away from MJ, the other kid, and Pat Connaughton, guys that know their system and guys that know how they like to run things, I personally believe that they have to have somebody in those roles to free up their defensive roles and their defensive responsibilities and put them in more singular roles where they could do something on offense and produce more late in the games on offense. If they have that, I think they have more energy late in games as opposed to burning energy on both sides of the ball. That's what I think, man. Listen, y'all can tell me I'm wrong, but I don't know. Listen, I don't know.
We
Man.
just have to agree to disagree and get on to the next team.
Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that.
All right, who do y'all think is the most overrated player on the 76ers?
On the 76ers?
Wait, y'all been talking? Wait, Larry been talking?
Probably Tobias.
I don't think people overrate him anymore.
Tobias is underrated.
Yeah, I don't think people overrate him.
Tobias underrated.
I'm not
gonna lie.
Been on defensive end.
I think Maxey. I think coming into this year, it may be Maxey because his role.
Not bad.
I think it may be Maxey because his role might get a little bit more heavier in terms of. But at the age of 22, 23, whatever how old he is, I don't think that's nothing that he can't handle as a scorer. You know what I'm saying? The rest of his game has yet to be unlocked. As a scorer, I think the rest of his game has yet to be unlocked because we are certain that he can score. Right now, he living off of two moves. He living off the speed and that step back. That's what he living off of.
I don't hate Embiid as an answer, but I think Tyrese Maxey's heavily underrated. I think a lot of people conflate him being good with him being a good guard, and those are not the same things.
I don't think. Yeah, Maxey, he is tiny overrated, but I don't think he's the most overrated. The most overrated guy, Nick is gonna agree with me, is the guy who I see on top 15 player list, James Harden. If you think James Harden is a top 20 player in the NBA, he's overrated. He's a very good NBA player though.
I say probably fucking PJ can't hit a 3 no more.
I was thinking about PJ too.
I think
PJ's going through his Robert Covington era where he was really good like a season before, and they thought he was good for like 3 seasons after he was super mid, bro.
And plus he's like 36 now. He getting up there. His defense kind of like slowly. He's still a good defender, but it's like not the same impact it was on the Bucks.
Tucker's like LeBron, bro. He's regressing and he's old, like LeBron. This is what he does, but he's getting older. Just leave him alone. Leave PJ alone.
Yeah, James Harden is like a very close to top 30. Yeah, he's around 30. He's in the early 30s.
Yeah, late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah, but I see him on top 15 list, and I just swiped next. Like that's crazy.
Talk, it's purely bag talk.
Wait, is he not top 25 right now?
No.
Okay, give me. So anybody got a list? 25 players?
Jokic, Giannis, Curry, Kawhi, Luka, Durant, LeBron, Butler, Embiid, Tatum, Booker, Davis, Lillard, Mitchell, Morant, Shea, Trey, Fox, Edwards, Bam, Siakam, Brunson, Kyrie, Brown, Jamal Murray, Tyrese Halliburton, Jaren Jackson, Brandon Ingram, DeJounte Murray.
I think all of
Did you
them.
say Drew?
You said, bro,
Drew Holiday.
You lost me at Brandon Ingram and DeJounte Murray.
Paul George.
I mean, that's fine.
Paul George.
That's fine. You can lose him.
Yeah, you can lose me there. You can lose me there.
Yeah, he named more than 25. I think. Yeah, you named more than 25. So.
I mean, he went. He did go fast, man. But I mean, listen, and some of them names is kind of fringe top 25 right now.
I mean, at the highest, you can put James
I don't
Harden.
think James Harden can go from being top 10 a couple of seasons ago or top 15.
He can. It happened.
James Harden lived off the regular season, and he's not even an amazing regular season anymore.
He did.
So
he definitely did.
Yeah, you can fall off like that.
I mean, it's a lot of players that live off the regular season. I mean, look.
Yeah.
The playoff translations ain't as crazy as a lot of people think they are or would make them out to be. I had somebody tell me that Steve Nash may be one of the top 5 offensive players of all time, just based off of points, assists, efficiency, that type of ish, whatever. But
Nash had playoff translation. I think he was just in a stacked West. It was hard. It was hard to get out that West.
I think his playoff translation, depending on who he was. Who the coaching staff was, because when he got with D'Antoni, obviously it got inflated heavily. But when he was in Dallas, and he might have had maybe a year where he was like, "Oh, okay, I could do this." All right, but other than that, I ain't really see it. But
I mean, it's the same thing with Jimmy Butler. I think.
Yeah, I mean, but Jimmy, I think Jimmy saves his best for the playoffs. I think Jimmy is just going. I think he goes through the motions of the regular season and then saves his best for playoffs. That's just me, bro.
Only time Nash is averaging 20 is in the playoffs. So on an inefficient 20 as well.
Basically,
he never averaged 20 in the season.
In my opinion, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna address your James Harden being overrated. I don't think he's overrated because a lot of people kind of like was off on him this season. Especially like a lot of people don't. Some people say he's not even top 35, which is crazy to me. So like I think he's got to a point where his game was underrated because he did, even though he's not the same scorer as he was, but he's still a prolific playmaker. He still can like create his own shot. Obviously his rim pressure isn't the same, but he was a top 10 point guard this past season. And to be fair, for this old James Harden, he did give you 2 40-point games. I'm not saying that's impressive. I mean, obviously should do more, but he's a number 2 option now. And for a number 2 to do that, I think that was good enough. And as a superstar, you had to do more. If you're a
Me and you both know them 40-point games was flukes.
You're number 2 option. Go look at like a Jamal Murray. Go look at most number 2s in the league. They're playing better more consistently than what James Harden is doing. So,
I mean, Jamal Murray came back like he never left, bro. The bubble was like literally 3-4 years ago, and he came back damn near better than ever. Listen, I tell people that wasn't Jamal Murray. That was Kyrie in the light-skinned nigga suit, bro. Like I swear that, like that was not Jamal Murray. That wasn't Jamal Murray. That was averaging 32 on LeBron. While he was getting swept by a servant, bro. Like no.
Jamal Curry.
Jamal was going crazy.
Tatum is a top 15 currently.
Jamal Irvin. That's what we call him. Jamal Irvin. That'll be I'm waiting for somebody with that name to come in the league and go dumb.
That is a fire name. I'm gonna say
Jamal Irvin. I bet like Jamal Irvin. That's how I could tell you was either playing 2K or you was watching Jamal Murray and Kyrie Irving in one season, and you thought, you know what, I'm naming my son that.
The name Irving died in like the 90s, early 90s.
Hey man, I might bring it back then. Why not now Irvin? But my last name, Jamal James. Come on now.
For real. Let me find a volleyball chick to hook up with, man. Listen, she having these babies early. Heard that.
All right, next team.
Mike never left, bro. It's like Mike never left.
Next team.
No problem.
We got the Boston Celtics. Who do y'all think is the most overrated Boston Celtics?
Jaylen Brown.
I can't say Jaylen Brown anymore.
I'm gonna say it. Robert Williams.
Everybody hates him now.
Robert Williams.
Jason Tatum.
Oh, I agree with Phil. By the way,
Can I say? That's fine.
Oh, you know what? Never mind. Al Horford. Fuck that.
I ain't gonna lie. Be honest with you, bro. I think, listen, what they're trying to make Jason Tatum out to be by giving him these late whistles and all of this praise, man. Like, and I'm keep telling people day after day, month after month, week after week, bro, that the Boston Celtics got 2 Scottie Pippins. I don't know why people don't want to listen to me, bro. They both got the same weaknesses, bro. They don't carry, they don't lead, they're not vocalists, they're not leaders, bro. Like when the defense is shit and when the competition gets to a crazy level, I saw it against the Warriors. There's no way you 6'10" and you light skin and you letting the 6'3" light skin dude, bro. You can't score on him. You can't do that. Any other elite small forward, bro, has the Steph Curry by himself on the low box, bro. That is Church's chicken. Ain't no way. There's no way, bro. Like you lost all my respect because you want to go out there in a Boston uniform and put a purple armband on. You want to be Kobe instead of Tatum. That's what you want to be.
The last statement I kind of agree with, but I still think Jason Tatum is a top 10 player. I just see him in top 5 list.
Yeah, he's top 10. Yeah, he is top 10. But, I mean,
when Tatum is playing in the regular season, he's consistently been in the MVP conversation. He's still a top tier power forward defender. He can play. He's one of the best playmakers.
He's not that top tier as a defender, but he just got good.
He is.
Power forward. He just
He just got good. He just got good the year that they got to the finals. It was because of Ime.
He was always.
So that means he's been good.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, that means he's been.
Even if you want to say that bare minimum, he's been good for 2 years. Even if you want to say that bare minimum, he's good for 2 years.
Tatum's a really good.
I give him a year and a half, bro. I'm not going anything before that. R.J. Barrett buzzer beater, bro. He was garbage defensively.
Agree to disagree. I guess that's fine.
Yeah.
Still,
Tatum
he's still top 10 player.
I got it.
He's shown that he can be a good playoff performer. So I'm not saying it's impossible for him. Like he's not like Embiid, So
I do think he is a good playoff performer. I think the team is constructed. You build around your best players' weaknesses. We clearly see that he's not an elite playmaker, and that's fine. He's a wing player. Go get an elite playmaker for him. Why would you keep exposing his weakness as a team? Like as a coach and as a general manager, you have to get him a point guard. Jaylen Brown also. Like you see what the issue is. Go fix it. That's not Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown's fault.
I don't like Jaylen Brown on this team, man. I never thought it was gonna work. It still hasn't worked.
Yeah. This is Jaylen Brown's last year as a Celtic. Or not last year, but this is a big year for them.
It's a big year, but it's gonna be a stink ass year, bro. It's gonna be filled with dog shit because they don't know what they're doing. They got rid of the. All right, they got rid of Marcus Smart. They got rid of Grant Williams. All right, hold on a second. Let me continue this. Hold on.
I mean, in terms of Grant Williams, I think him and Chris Stapps are arguably similar defenders in terms of their impact. If you want to say Grant Williams is guarding more people, sure, but in terms of their impact on the court itself, they're similar. Chris Stapps is giving more offense. And
you think Chris
Derek White was a better defender than Marcus Smart.
Agree.
So if you're the only thing that Marcus Smart you lost in Marcus Smart is leadership. He wasn't.
If Marcus Smart was still on the team, then he would be the most overrated player on the Celtics.
Yeah, it's between Chris Stapps and Tatum for me, though. I think Brown gets enough hate as is. Horford is getting real close to the way Mar talks about him.
I'm saying Horford overrated.
Robert Williams.
Yeah. I was about to say the same.
Robert Williams is just injury prone, bro. The overrated players on there is the dudes that's supposed to be number 1 and number 2, and really they both number 2s, bro. Like I kept saying it, I'm gonna keep saying it. Chilltown is gonna argue with everybody on PC or whatever podcast or whatever. They're gonna argue. I had people curse me out, and what's gonna happen? The Boston Celtics are gonna do what the Boston Celtics always does. You just gotta wait for it. They're gonna fold like bad hands in poker, bro. And there's nothing else to speak on. They're supposed to be elite, but they're not.
I disagree with that. I think Jason Tatum is one of the best players in the world. He's one of the best players in the world still the leadership thing.
Top
What
five.
happened to the Warriors?
top 10. Holy.
What happened to the Warriors wasn't like
Top five. Top five what? Top five.
No, I meant
Top 5 what?
I meant top
Top
10.
five.
I meant top 10.
You ever seen that quote?
Number
That
10.
same quote when you go, I'm top five. Top five. Top five.
He's not.
I'm top five.
He's not in that 5. I'm sorry.
And I think with the Celtics, I think Robert Williams has been overrated because of his health. Like he wasn't as impactful this year at all. He can't stay
I'm gonna let
healthy.
all y'all know.
And
Once the Celtics fall on their face this year, like I know they will, I'm gonna be back in all of these podcasters telling people I told you what I told you about Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. They don't lead. They can score. They got the talent and everything, but they are not leaders. They are not leaders.
Nah, they're gonna make a conference finals. But I think anything besides that is a disappointment. I think they can lose to the Bucks in the conference finals.
oh my god!
If they don't make it to the,
I don't think they're making the conference. I don't think they're making the conference finals, or just based off the strength that everybody believes that the East is basically a 2-team race.
It kind of is.
It is.
Okay.
Unless you, bro, Mar. Unless you get big Portland over there, yours a 2-team race, buddy. Okay.
Wow. Man. Damn. We once again slept. The last time we slept on Miami, man, they beat both of these teams convincingly.
I will continue to sleep on Miami, I guess.
Okay. I listen, when it comes to going against the West, I don't believe Miami could beat any contenders in the West.
I'm not sleeping on Miami. I don't think the East is sleep on them now. I don't think no one in the East. I think everyone in the East realizes how good Miami is, and Miami did get worse by losing some of their key role players. And like,
I think this year in the East, this year in the Eastern Conference, you could easily have a changing of the guard, bro. Like the Knicks wasn't that they wasn't that far off in that second round, bro. Like the best player in that series was hands down Jalen Brunson.
The Knicks,
I agree with you. I agree.
I'm sleeping on the Knicks. I'm not.
Because of health, but I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Listen, so my thing is that the Eastern Conference is not a sure hit about the top heavy teams in the past couple of years anymore. Like when you see a different team other than them teams go to the finals, and other than Miami, that's because that's number 4. That's basically the number 4 team. Other than the top 4
in the finals, you will not hear me complaining. Trust me.
I'm sleeping on the Knicks. I'm sleeping on the Knicks. I'm sorry.
I'm sleep on. Well, I'm sleep on.
What is your team? What's your team, buddy?
Well, here's the thing. It's not about the team. It's about the matchup. It's about getting lucky and getting the matchup.
I like the Hawks.
It's about getting the right matchups, bro. Trust me.
Hawks.
And OKC.
He didn't just say the Hawks, man. He lying. But he lying.
You're
lying.
sleep on the Knicks, but you're woke on Trae Young.
I never said the Hawks making the finals.
Said Hawks.
I'm a Hawks and Thunder fan. I like both of them.
Yeah.
DeJounte Murray really does play on that thing.
Said the Hawks.
Oh my god, I hate that. That's the dumbest thing. DeJounte Murray's not good. Not a top 10 point guard.
He said he's not a top 10 point guard.
If James Harden's a top 10 point guard, he's like right around there. It's arguable that DeJounte is a top 10 point guard.
Yeah, debatable.
No, I promise you, DeJounte did not have a good year.
DeJounte,
you were right. Y'all were right about Hawks fans for real. Trae Young does everything.
I told you, the Trae Young.
No, I mean dead serious.
I promise you.
You gotta ask me. Like I'm not even like downplaying. Like DeJounte, like didn't have that great of a year.
Did
like,
Trae Young have a good year?
To a standard, I would say no, but it's still better than DeJounte. Trae Young was still one of the premier offensive players. He wasn't having a season.
All right, well, we're gonna skip to the Hawks. Who's the most overrated player on the Atlanta Hawks?
Trae Young.
Oh my god, this is
Trae Young.
I'm not lying. Y'all are dumb for saying that. Y'all are really dumb.
Why? And then John Collins got traded, bro. So it's Trae Young. It's obvious.
Yeah.
Exactly. It would have been John Collins, but yeah,
it would have been John Collins.
It would have been John Collins if he was still there.
People think DeJounte Murray's an elite point guard defender when he's not. He was terrible. Like he gambles too much. He's an overrated defender. He's not a great as a scorer as we think he is. His mid range is very inconsistent. He doesn't get to the lane as much for his size. He's an inconsistent as well.
I wish people would criticize Trae Young the way you're trying to
Yeah,
criticize DeJounte right now.
Hold on. And
the whole argument is
hold on. And literally you can't call Trae Young.
Nah, hold up. We gotta let Dev finish this, bro. Dev live in Atlanta, so we gotta take his word for it, right?
And the thing is, Trae Young gets a lot of slander all the time. Even unwarranted. I'm saying Trae Young gets slander all the time, even unwarranted slander. So how is he overrated if nobody probably rates him? When people say like,
Trae gets it from both ways though. He definitely gets heavily overrated and heavily underrated. There's both sides.
Yeah, I have Trae Young ranked 17th on my.
Trae Young is literally the definition of a polarizing player. Like he's very polarizing in the way.
And that's why I'm saying he's very polarizing. So that's why I say he can't be overrated.
Trae is barely top 25.
Oh, see, that's
he's top 20 for me. He's
barely
top 25.
He's very top 25. That's one of the dumbest things.
But Dev, wasn't you the one telling me about this year that this off crazy bad year that he was having? Remember, I spent more times in parties with you and JJ than anybody, bro. Like, and y'all was the main ones telling me that how stink Trae Young was throughout the entire year.
He wasn't that bad. Hold on, but the thing is, if you watch him, his second half he played a lot better too. Even with him to his standard having a bad year, he still averaged 26 and 10, which is like for a bad year.
26 and 10 on horrible efficiencies, getting his assist, stat pack, throwing lobs.
It wasn't stat pack. Oh my god, this is the dumbest name. I'm about to be so pissed off.
If it's not leading to wins, then it's stat pack.
It is leading to wins. He's literally the only reason why the Hawks was the offense.
They were like the 9th seed, weren't they?
We had a top 5.
And y'all won that playing game off Clint Capella, and you won that playing game off Clint Capella.
What? This is
exactly.
Clint Capella had like 20 rebounds and like 10 offensive boards that game. It was
sure did.
No.
You won that game off the board. If you disagree, you're wrong.
No, that's not how it works.
That game off the
listen, the thing is, y'all don't watch the Hawks at all, and it kind of proved when you just said Clint Capella is the reason why y'all all assists. Trae Young came in the league as one of the best playmakers already, and the Hawks realized that. So they gave him a pick and roll.
Last year, though. One game.
Trae Young statistically is one of the biggest lob throwers in the league. I just want you to know.
Yeah, I know exactly, and
his biggest target is Clint Capella and John Collins. John Collins is now gone. So those lobs to those two guys.
Yeah, I know. Even without John Collins,
I think John Collins about to go dumb on Utah too.
So what did I say that was wrong? So what did I say that was wrong?
They got Taylor Hendricks and all this though.
So what did I say that was wrong? I said that he throws lob passes for his assists, which is factually true.
Yeah, I know that's factual.
I said he's an inefficient scorer, which he is.
Yeah,
so
this season was.
What was wrong? He was also the 9th seed in the NBA. He won a playing game because Clint Capella averaged 20 rebounds. That's insane for a rebounder. That's what won you guys the game.
Yeah, I know, but if you, but I don't think you realize how valuable Trae Young to the Hawks is, because when he's off the court, our offense literally goes to dog water because
he's your fucking superstar. I would hope so.
Well, hold up, Dev. Before you continue with that, in terms of the first half of the season, when he got off the court, DeJounte Murray wasn't too bad.
That's not true. He was no.
It's actually
in the first half of that season.
No, DeJounte looked great in the first.
I got somebody from Atlanta that would tell you.
No, Lee. To ask JJ, like you don't even have to be an Atlanta fan. Like
JJ told me, like,
and ask JJ right now, and JJ will like.
Oh, you gotta change up their opinion. We can move on to the next team. Bro. It's Trae Young. We got consistent Trae Young over here. Besides the Hawks fan, it's cool.
I'm just saying, like Trae Young is about a.
Dev, we still think Trae Young is the top 20 player. We just gotta pick the most overrated on the Hawks.
It's easy DeJounte Murray, and that's not even me being a fan of hating DeJounte. You
gotta blame everybody but Trae Young, because if you start,
I blame Trae Young, but DeJounte, when people say DeJounte was like his top 10 guard, he wasn't.
I don't think he was top. No, I don't think he was top 10. I think he was playing at a top 10 level at certain spurts in the year.
I'm telling you, he was not.
At certain spurts and certain spurts of the year, he was playing. He was showing top 10 level type play. I think he was playing top 10 level throughout the entire season? No, but I think in certain points during that season, he had top 10 like abilities.
I hear you, and I hear you, and that's my fault for getting like a little hyped up. But I just hear like people say like I be hearing people all the time saying, "Oh, DeJounte, he's the best player in Atlanta. DeJounte, he really a top 5 point guard."
I was trolling.
I hear people say DeJounte Murray is a better defender than Drew is as good a defender as Drew Holiday. That's why it's called him overrated.
No.
If these are people in Atlanta, bro, you need to relocate, bro.
That's why I've been hearing about DeJounte.
It sounds like delusional Hawks fans and Twitter. That's what it sounds like you're talking about.
And that's why I'm talking.
This don't even sound like Twitter, bro. This sound like TikTok.
It could be TikTok too. TikTok be totally on.
No, TikTok is here.
TikTok basketball, TikTok basketball, man. Somebody need to pour syrup on them, bro. Like for real.
Your worst enemy on TikTok.
You said what?
Your worst enemy Crunch me on TikTok.
Oh God! Oh, not him! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! That was the Sunday show. That's why that show got canceled, bro.
The next team we got the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Darius Garland.
No, stop. He's underrated.
Darius Garland is totally overrated. Did you see him not get carved up like Chinese chicken against Jalen Brunson, bro? Overrated.
Underrated, bro. He had a bad scoring season.
You know what? No. You know what? I'm going with Jared Allen.
All right.
Jared Allen is also a solid answer as well.
Jared Allen is definitely overrated.
What about
underrated. Garland's underrated.
Isaac Okoro is like
he got walked down by Mitchell Robinson. He overrated.
And Mitchell Robinson.
There it is. Okay.
Oh,
Mitchell Robinson is underrated, though. I will tell you that. Mitchell Robinson is very underrated.
Yeah, now he is.
He's been underrated.
Yeah, he's been underrated. Yeah, he's been underratedly injured. That's what he's been.
He's been one of the best offensive rebounders in the league for the past 2-3 years. He's been very underrated.
Man, that's cute, but I mean, whatever.
He has no bag. I'll give you that. He has no bag.
I'm not looking forward to the bag from the big man. I mean, listen, he injured as hell, bro. He better be good at something. Rebounding. I guess. You play for the Knicks. You play for the Knicks, bro. You play for a grit and grind team, bro. Come on, rebound the ball. That team ain't nothing special. Come on.
He averages like 4 or 5 rebound offensive boards a game. He's very good at it.
Wait, but is
listen. After what Kevon Looney did, bro, in Game 7 of that Sacramento game, I no longer take rebounding seriously in this era.
Kevon Looney, Will Chamberlain. What you mean?
No, rebounding in and of itself is not.
Yeah, please.
Mitch Robinson's still a very good shot blocker and post defender. So you add all that together.
Kevon Looney basically turned into Bill Russell in Game 7, bro. Like I no longer take rebounding seriously in this era of basketball.
Y'all think Kevon Looney just underrated?
Kevon Looney has been a good rebounder.
He's underrated because he grabbed 25 rebounds, bro. If he was actually getting boxed out properly and playing against somebody that was actually good at positioning and good at battling for rebounds, that would not be happening. But he played against an injured Sabonis and got the better of him. That's what happened.
But could you say that Kevon Looney is also good at gaining position and boxing out as well, though?
No, I'm not going to say that. You know why? Because he ain't battling against nobody that is just as good as boxing out and rebounding, bro. Ain't nobody that damn great at rebounding, bro, these days. Get out of here, bro. If you tell me the best rebounding that we've seen in the past 12 to 13 years was Andre Drummond, and he actually good at rebounding.
So, are you saying that because after in the second round with Kevon Looney, he didn't have the same rebounding impact? Is that why you say that?
At all.
Rebounding. Also, you gotta realize the Kings are a smaller team than the Lakers.
The Kings are a smaller team than the Lakers, but are the Kings a smaller team than the Warriors?
No.
No. I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna stay. Yeah, we're gonna stay to that.
No, they're not smaller than the Warriors.
Thank you. But everybody like to tell me Kevon Looney is underrated. He underrated, bro, because he grabbed 20-something rebounds.
He's underrated because of his impact. He just has a very strong impact on that team.
His impact is if he's not rebounding, he's not impacting. We saw that in the Lakers series.
But nobody else in the Warriors is a great rebounder, so he's single-handedly winning the offensive or the board game for his team, which is very impactful. That's actually
no, it's not. I don't think.
But y'all love Rodman. But y'all love Rodman on the Bulls. But y'all love Rodman on the Bulls. Single-handedly winning the board game for his team, and that's what
well. The thing is, we love Rodman. I'm gonna tell you why we love Rodman on the Bulls. We love Rodman on the Bulls because at 6'7", he was out rebounding 7-footers.
That's what
he was doing.
He's like 6'8".
Yeah, now Kevin is Let's go back to the
Dennis Rodman at his very best was averaging 18 boards a game in the best big man era in NBA history.
Miami playing tomorrow?
No.
At 6'7", he was averaging.
That's in Detroit.
Two-way wing for them.
In Detroit. Don't forget about the Bulls years when he was averaging like a good 15 plus.
Yeah, he was averaging a lot of boards for sure.
He was leading the league in rebounding for 7 years in the 90s. In the greatest big man era of basketball ever. There's no discussion here.
Yeah, Rodman. I'm sorry, Rodman. Rodman's the rebounder all time. I don't care.
He's the best rebounder all time, but it's very impactful. That's what I'm saying. It's very impactful.
Yeah, it is impactful.
And that's what Looney's doing in the modern era. No, we're taxing
Kevon Looney. We're taxing Kevon Looney. We're taxing him.
We are taxing him. We're taxing him. He's not as good as Rodman. We both agree. He's not as good.
I don't think he's that good at all. If he was that good, he would have shown that against the Lakers, but he didn't.
He played
against another series you're talking about where Kevon Looney was hurt? And you were talking about Sabonis being hurt. Come on, let's talk.
Wait. In that series, I think him and AD both won like 20 boards in one game or something like that.
Yeah, but I think Kevon Looney got hurt literally after that game. If I'm
gonna look right now.
Yeah. See if I'm mistaken.
He's
the most overrated Cavalier. They
against the Lakers. Yeah, he played one game. Got 23 boards in that game, and then got hurt and barely played for the rest of the.
Yeah, bro, come on. You can't say he played one game, and he played another game for 26 minutes and got another 18 boards. So no, he was very impactful on the boards. That's literally Rodman numbers. That is literally Rodman numbers. 23 boards, 18 boards is not Rodman numbers.
Well, it is about numbers, but here's the thing. When we focus on rebounding and the way that they rebounding and the same way we focus on the way that assists and playmaking is made, the same way we focus on defense and the eye test of that, and the same way we focus on scoring and the eye test of that, you will know that Kevon Looney and all of these other dudes that had 20-something rebounds in the past 5 years, bro, don't hold in the candle to what Dennis Rodman was doing at all.
We're not saying it's good. We're just saying it's very impactful. They are both very impactful players on the boards. They single-handedly, both of those guys.
I'm taxing the impact, man. I'm taxing his impact because I didn't see it. Listen, even though he might have did it in a couple of games before that. And 80 ain't even that strong. 80 ain't even that strong of a rebounder neither, because he got thugged, man, by Joker, bro. Come on.
Kevon Looney in this playoff series, after being injured, still gave you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 18+ board games. I didn't even count the 14 board game he gave me.
You talking about the Lakers series?
I'm talking about in the playoffs. He gave you 5, 20 or 18 games, 18+ rebound games.
18+ rebound games against injured Sabonis and a weak AD.
2 7-footers and he's 6'9" at playing center.
Well, AD is about 6'11", but
and both of them are considered
86'10".
80 like 7. 86'10".
80 like 6'10", 6'11", yeah, something like that.
Even still, both of those guys are considered very strong.
Sabonis is about 6'10".
Sabonis is 7'1".
Sabonis is like 7'1". Yeah.
Sabonis ain't no 7'1".
He's 7'1".
No, he ain't. Nah, he's about 6'10". No, he ain't. Sabonis used to play the 3 at OKC, bro. He's 6'10". Get out of here.
Because of how bad of a defender he is.
He's less than 6'11", 7 foot.
Nah, he about 6'10". I give him 6'10".
How bad of a defender he is.
I mean, it's fine. It's whatever. Both of those guys are still considered super strong rebounders for their relative position.
I mean, but Sabonis was hurt, and AD is not that great of a rebounder if you really think about it.
And what world is okay? Who is better than AD at rebounding? Truthfully, like who are you putting over?
Joker.
Yes.
Giannis.
Rudy.
Fine.
Rudy. No. Giannis is definitely better.
Yeah, Giannis is fine. Rudy,
Rudy.
I disagree.
Rudy, Drummond. Remember Drummond in their young days, and still to this day.
Yeah, but that's not right now. Oh, okay.
It is right now. Right now. Yes,
Drummond right now.
Who else?
Drummond, Capella.
Drummond averages 6 boards a game. How is he a better rebounder than AD?
Elon.
He doesn't get it. He doesn't. As a starter, he averages more rebounds.
Yeah,
he's not a starter.
Agree to disagree and go on to the next
How is he
overrated
better
player,
this
man.
season? I'm just saying, right now, who's better? How you gonna name a
Right
bench player
now?
and tell me 6 better?
I'm not going by quantity, but because I know AD is not a better rebounder than the names that I mentioned. I just know for a fact.
Really about quantity. How many boards can I get for my team?
I don't think AD is. I don't think it really is about quantity, because if you got guards that's averaging 5-6 rebounds off of them Greg Monroe rebounds, bro, where this shit hit the floor and then they run and go get it, that don't make them good rebounders, bro. That just means that the floor is wide open for them to run and go get it. That's why I don't take rebounds seriously in this era, bro. Because
you can say the same thing for Andre Drummond back in the day. It was the same thing.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
He was 30.
Well, well, in terms of Robin, anything before 2013, bro, you had to battle. You had to actually battle for a rebound, because most of the players were still in the paint. You still had traditional 5s and 4s.
Well, Drummond was never a top rebounder for you then, because Drummond's prime rebounding years was in the 2010s, like mid 2010s.
Yeah. But Drummond was actually a good rebounder, but like based on positioning, based on where he was for the ball, based on boxing out, based on having a body and having a strong presence, he was always a good rebounder, period. I think he's one of the top 10 rebounders of all time.
2014, so
just strictly off my eyes, I think he's one of the top 10 rebounders of all time. The thing is, Rodman never averaged more rebounds than Bill Russell, but we still call him one of the best rebounders we ever seen, right?
Right. Let's move on to the most overrated Brooklyn net. Come on. We can't be doing this.
But we'll also play against seven footers. So yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
Who is the most overrated Brooklyn net?
Dinwiddie.
Not Vincent.
Dinwiddie.
I think it's Cam
Dinwiddie.
I can see Dinwiddie.
It's definitely Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie holds the ball too long, bro. He's always looking for fouls. He's a bum.
He's a good scorer, but can't do anything else. And that's why he just doesn't really get
He's not a good scorer for his role, bro. Like the role that he's in as a lead guard, I hate him. He needs to get off
Cam Thomas?
You said Cam Thomas?
Yeah, I think Cam Thomas is the most overrated Brooklyn.
No, he's not. No, Cam Thomas not overrated.
Cam Johnson, Cam Johnson.
Well, here's the thing. Cam Thomas is the best shot creator on our team,
and that's why he's the most overrated player.
No, that's not why he's the most overrated. if you the absolute best at something on the team, bro, you can't be overrated, bro. There's no dispute that he's the greatest shot, that he's the best shot creator on our team. It's by a mile. It's by a mile. Or by a mile.
Literally all he does. He doesn't.
Amazing bag. I agree.
By a mile, he's the best shot creator on our team, bro. At the age of 21, with reduced minutes, he's the best shot creator on our team.
I'm saying he's overrated at the age of 21. Like, who knows what he could be in the future, but at the age of 21, he is young.
Why? Why do you think he's overrated? Like, what do you think he is? That's what I'm asking. What do you think he is, and what do you think he's being rated as?
Because a lot of people would sit there and tell me that he should be the starting point guard on that team. And a lot of people think Cam Thomas is look, maybe it's just Twitter talk for me, but I just see people so highly on Cam Thomas.
Bro,
he's
a
nice bag.
First and foremost, bro, we got to stay off Twitter, bro. It's not Twitter anymore. It's X. It's been like Twitter is basically turned into Craigslist, bro. Like, listen, let's just get out of here. That's one. So next, it's got to be TikTok, because these basketball TikTokers, bro, like they like to put up stuff and get clips, and they like to get hits and see how many views they could get by saying the most outlandish stuff, and they always say something outlandish and nobody fixes them on them, and except for when they edit their videos and be like, yo, did you hear what this kid said? Did you hear what this young man said? And then they finally get exposed, and then they never make videos no more for like the next 2 months, and then they say something else stupid again once the season starts. That's what happens. the most overrated player on our team, as of right now, as a heavily constructed, Spencer Dinwiddie. Holds the ball too long. We have him as a lead guard, and he's not a lead guard. He's an off guard. He's always has been.
I do think he's a 6-man of the
Yo,
year type player.
how do you feel about Dame going to Brooklyn? Ben Simmons, a bunch of picks.
Well,
No.
I talked about that when I first came on the stream because I realized if Dame comes, that means Nurkic is gonna have to come too. So my thing is with him and Nurkic, now with Nurkic, you got a bigger body on the rebounds because I ain't gonna lie, our front line is skinny as fuck, bro. Like we got sticks and bones on the front line, bro. Like listen, anytime you got, I like Nick Claxton, but anytime you got Nick Claxton as your center, bro, like you gonna get Debo, bro. Like that's all it is to it, bro. Like listen, go look back, go look at the opening night of last season and watch when we played against the Pelicans. When we played against the Pelicans,
Zion
and they had Zion and Valanciunas basically just out muscling our whole damn team. Like Zion got to the left side and he didn't even fake it. He just went there every time he got the ball. He didn't even fake that shit. He just went right to the left side. He said, "I don't care who's in my way. Ain't none of you little niggas stopping me. Y'all too damn small."
That back got cut from
Front court, you mean? Oh.
Yeah, that front line is not cutting it, bro. Like Nick Claxton, DFS. Listen, I like all the pieces we got in terms of wings and versatility, but Nick Claxton is going to have to push around 260-something pounds every night, and that's not going to cut it.
Yeah, I do like Dame to the Nets. So if that's a landing spot for him, yeah, that's cool.
I like Dame to the Nets as long as we get the same type of rob that we got from Phoenix and Dallas. If we giving up pieces that's contributing and that's going to hold value to the next stage into the next stage of us going somewhere in the East, then I don't like it.
3,
to
4
me, it would
pick.
literally be a pick package.
No,
well, me personally, I think the trade package is going to have to include the players that got paid just now, or the players that's about to get paid.
It's gonna include either Cam Johnson
for sure.
I disagree.
Not what,
or maybe Cam, but I think y'all gonna give up so much picks that y'all don't even have to give up players. Like it will be like the most picks.
So we basically gonna do the same thing that we did when we gave up 2 Scottie Pippens to the Boston Celtics.
Yes, sir.
And basically got an old ass Kevin Garnett and an old ass Paul Pierce, and basically said, "All right, here you go, Boston. But we gonna build your team. Let's see if y'all can win the championship." Oh no, you can't because y'all trash.
You don't like Jason Tatum anyways. That's how y'all would have got anyway. So who cares, right?
I don't like Tatum because I don't like what Tatum has become. I don't like the antics. I don't like this whole let me put on a purple sleeve when I play for Boston and let me go be Kobe.
You don't think he would have did that with the Nets? He would definitely did that with. He probably would have.
But that's not a. I don't think it's much. I don't think it's that big of a problem with the Nets, but it's a big problem with the Celtics because the Celtics and Lakers rivalry still reigns supreme in sports. You don't put on a purple armband playing for the Celtics. Don't do that. Just don't do that.
Would have been matching.
Y'all love to talk about Kobe's impact, and this is what you get. This is what you get when
no. What? No.
This is the generation.
See, what you failing to understand is Kobe impact is on the floor, and that's where it's left. That whole Mamba mentality thing, that's all in how he challenged people. Go back to the tweets that he sent to Giannis talking about, "Hey, I'm gonna need you to win MVP." And what did Giannis do? He won MVP. I'm going to need you to go win a title. And what did he do? He won a title. I'm going to need you to go win finals MVP. What did he do? Right? So he accepted the challenge. That's what it's really all about.
But it was a fluke. That's not Mamba mentality. Mamba mentality repeats. And Giannis didn't repeat. So it was a fluke.
No. Mamba mentality is doing. Listen, if Kobe called it out, he said win a MVP, a championship. A finals MVP. That's what he said. Not multiple. He said A. And that's what had happened.
Sound like Kobe wasn't using his Mamba mentality when he was talking to Giannis.
Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't, but it happened.
Did Giannis win MVP because of Kobe?
He has 2. It can be physical, right? Because he only has.
Hey, he won more than one. So I mean, hey.
Can't be.
Let's move on to the next team, the New York Knicks. Who do y'all think is overrated for the New York?
So you're talking about?
Man, if it ain't Julius Randle, I don't know who it is.
How is it Julius Randle? He's literally the most hated player in the league. How can it be Julius Randle?
How can it not be Julius Randle? But when we talk about overrated,
he's literally the most hated player in the league. Everybody hates Julius Randle. How can he be overrated? There's most Knicks fans don't like Julius Randle. Most NBA fans don't like Julius Randle. How can he be the most overrated?
You know what? I ain't even gonna give you a player because it ain't even a player that's overrated on there. I think everybody is rated just fine. You know who's overrated on there?
Tom Thibodeau.
The front office. That's what they are, bro. The front office is overrated because they're gonna fall on their face. Tom Thibodeau is gonna make sure of it.
You didn't even have to say that, bro. You could just say they've only been there for like a year.
The front office, the whole front office is damn overrated. The whole damn front office is overrated. That front office ain't that good, bro. They just got a direction. It's a bad direction, but they got a direction. They going in the direction of chemistry because they picked up Josh Hart goofy ass and signed him to 4 plus 81, and then now they picked up DiVincenzo, bro, who probably ain't gonna play that many games for him because they gonna have to find rotation minutes for him.
You don't like Josh Hart? I feel
like Josh Hart is goofy ass. It's crazy. I like Josh Hart.
Yeah, Josh Hart is really good, man.
Bro, have you not? I called him goofy because of his tweets, bro. Like, but he.
Okay.
Yeah, the best milk. I got you. The best milk.
Yeah. Josh Hart. He got problems, bro.
I think Josh Hart is becoming overrated just because people are giving him that 3-and-D label, and whenever they do that, they overrate the player, which is kind of sad but true. But
dang, bro,
right now I don't really think he's overrated.
Anytime you start giving players that are undersized 3-and-D labels, some portion of their game is going to fade away.
Yeah, they get overrated real quick. But,
very quickly.
I think the Knicks as a franchise is very slept on because we've lost so much that most of our players just aren't overrated.
I think the Knicks as a franchise is overrated because they go in right directions, but it's always somebody that's basically a double agent. In this case, it's going to be Tom Thibodeau because we all know Tom Thibodeau is basically the Mike Shanahan of the NBA, and he builds caskets everywhere he goes. You don't have to take my word for it, bro. Like, you just ask Derrick Rose, Joakim Noah, Luol Deng, those type of players. He's somebody that's gonna help you end your career before you help yourself end it.
Sounds like Derrick Rose, bro. He's getting DMPs. Go ahead, bro. That boy got no playing time.
Who do you think the most overrated player, Larry?
I think the Knicks.
Don't say some dumb shit, bro.
Probably RJ.
IQ.
RJ is the closest thing to an overrated player. IQ is. I don't think quickly? So, bro.
Yes.
I think it's just he's a great 6 man. He's probably gonna start this year. I think that's.
I got a question. What is the difference between him and Bones Highland?
He's better. He produces more.
Is that it?
Production.
Nah, Bones Highland.
It's literally results.
Bones hasn't really been produced.
Bones Highland does Bones Highland get as much playing time as if they both get the same amount of playing time? Are they really the same player?
No. Bones Highland, yeah, he's literally just potential. He's like, oh, look what he can do on the court when he's playing. Like, imagine what he could do with this. But IQ is actually producing. Even when I feel like they both transition goofies. They both like to score and transition and show out, and that's when they at their best. When they in the half court set, and they don't see anything, the first thing they gonna do is shoot. No. IQ is very good at using it. Like, his name is Quickly, and he's quick. He's quick.
Ooh,
that's what he does.
Hold on.
He's very good at getting mismatches and just like abusing them with his speed. He's very good at guarding those 6'2", 6'3" guards, you know, and next to Brunson. Which
as far as the per 36 stats show, it looks like IQ per 36 is 18.
Well, what I do, one of them is going to get a championship ring.
What you saying?
I said the IQ per 36 is 18 points, 4 assists on 44%, and then Bones Highland is 20 points, 6 assists on 40%.
The less you play and the more efficient you are in that little time, you're going to have a higher per 36.
Yeah, that's
If
perfect.
I average
that's not
6 points in 2
necessarily
minutes
true.
high efficiency, I'm gonna have a higher per 36 than someone who's averaging 20 in 20 minutes.
I agree. I agree with Elijah. Per 36 is a stat I don't like at all because earlier when he brought up LeBron only playing 45 games, he's not going to sustain the same level of scoring. I don't think
It doesn't take into account fatigue. It doesn't take into account people changing assignments on you. It doesn't take into account a lot of things.
Yeah, I agree, and I agree with y'all that the Knicks don't really have the most overrated. It's Julius Randle, the most overrated Knick, but he's not even like that much. It's just that they don't really have an overrated player. You got to pick one. It's Julius Randle.
If we're having Kristaps Porzingis, Julius Randle conversations, I'm sorry, there's no way he's overrated.
I don't really think it's Julius Randle. I think it's their front office, and it's going to transition into Tom Thibodeau because Tom Thibodeau is really an idiot. He's really a defensive coordinator. That's what he really is, bro. He's not really a coach. He's a coordinator. He's a defensive coordinator, and defensive coordinators, they want you to hustle, they want you to run, and they pretty much want you to exert all your energy because they think you got the youth and the body frame to do it. They don't realize how fast the game is and how much switching has to go on. Therefore, a lot of injuries take place because the players don't train the same like they did 20, 25 years ago. That's why.
Yeah. If I was to say there's a mentor, I like the Tom Thibodeau answer though. I do like it, but if I'm going player, look, I don't even think Julius Randle that overrated, so that's a compliment actually because that means y'all don't really have anyone that overrated. If I think
no one watches the Knicks, bro. No one watches the Knicks.
Yeah. Julius Randle, he's not even that bad.
So nobody watches the Knicks until they have to, bro. Like it's just like, okay, the Knicks are playing on some contenders. I guess I have to watch. I guess I gotta watch this game. Exactly. Miami is playing. Miami is playing the Knicks. I guess I gotta watch this game. Nobody is going out the way to watch the Knicks unless you live here.
Yeah, I like Brunson though, so I watch some more Knicks games.
But the thing is, I think Brunson has maxed out in terms of what his potential and can be as a number one option. We now know what his go-to moves and his plan A, his plan B, and C is.
We'll see. But
I mean,
we know
in the playoffs. I think seeing it in the playoffs and it translating, not only translating, but he rolls in the playoffs just shows that there's a little bit more he could give in the regular season.
He rolls in the playoffs because it's the first year as the number one. That's why.
But he was very good in the playoffs last year as well. His play.
But when you playing behind Luka,
Luka wasn't on the
when Luka wasn't playing.
Luka wasn't on the floor in the Utah series, bro. Like, come on, bro. That team.
That was his best series when he literally.
Against a team that was over, bro. They were over. Bro.
They were over because he made it over.
They weren't over. They were over because they were over. But
Jalen Brunson put them in the casket, though.
I don't think they did. They kind of dragged that series. They kind of dragged that series out to too many games than it needed to be. They should have beat them in 5. They should have beat them in 5 and end up going to 6.
Being a playoff performer than Donovan Mitchell.
No, I'm not saying that. My thing is Jalen Brunson as a number one, as a playoff performer on a playoff team, bro. Like now, this first year, now that he's got his feet wet in the East, now things are going to be a little bit different because now Eastern Conference basketball and Western Conference basketball changes as the playoff starts. It's more grit and it's more defense and it's more stops and it's more hustle than anything. That's one of the reasons.
So that's impressive that he did as well as he did because you're saying in the West he would have averaged more points.
He did
more defense.
The Heat too. He played against the Heat and the
even if Brunson maxed out at this, great player. I don't know why. We're talking about overrated players. We shouldn't even bring up Brunson.
If he maxed out at this, man, that means it's really a 1-year anomaly. Like, I mean, my thing is, it's like
everything is
out.
Everything is
consistency. Yeah. Let's move on to the next thing. I don't even want to talk about Brunson right now. We're talking about overrated players.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Let's move on to the Miami Heat.
Overrated.
Let's move on to the Miami Heat.
Miami? Oh, that's easy.
Damn, bro. It's damn.
Can I go first?
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
It's Jimmy.
Ugh.
We found out this year that Jimmy Butler is a pick and choose gangster. You know, we found out that year. I said it before the series, man. Nobody wanted to agree with me. I said it loud and clear on the PC channel that Miami Heat are gonna fight, but they're gonna get their ass kicked. They're gonna execute, but they're gonna get their ass kicked. Jimmy Butler, he may or may not do anything, but he's gonna get his ass kicked. And Jimmy proved that he was a pick and choose gangster because he basically didn't insert himself and allowed Bam Adebayo to be the best scorer on that team in this finals.
In the finals? Bam was oh my god.
Bam was averaging how much in the finals? 22 and like 10.
But not as the best scorer. He did not know. Maybe the numbers say it, but he was not the best scorer.
No. He was the best scorer in that series.
He might have put up the most points, but he was getting points off of like Jokic is hustling down the court, and he gets the ball real quick, open in lane dunk or a quick mid range. He got a lot of free throws. It was not real scoring. It was Jimmy.
So it was basically Denver just giving that up and just saying, all right.
Yes.
So that means Jimmy is a pick and choose gangster. He allowed that to happen.
There's nothing you can do. Bam has to.
There's something you can do. Be the gangster. Be the gangster that you was. Be the gangster that you was against Milwaukee. Be the gangster that you was against Boston.
He was injured.
Remember,
he was injured in the Bucks series. He got injured in the Knicks series.
He got injured in the Knicks series. Okay, yeah, that sounds like a sad story.
You talked about Sabonis' injury earlier against Kevin Looney, and when you couldn't credit that to Looney, now you're
why are you bringing up old shit?
Because you're being inconsistent.
That's not bringing inconsistent, bro. Jimmy
being consistent. You're saying Sabonis wasn't able to rebound because Looney, or against Looney because he was injured, and that's why you didn't credit me. But now you're not helping Jimmy out with his injury
because Jimmy is the number one. That's why, and Kevin Looney is not.
Sabonis wasn't number one.
Not really.
In the regular season, Sabonis was the number one.
Not in the playoffs, he wasn't.
Because he was injured.
No, because he wasn't the number one. He wasn't taking that mid range.
He was injured before the playoffs ever started. He went into the playoffs and went through Game 7 was injured. There was
that means he was injured kind of mostly through the season, right?
No, he was injured. When did he get injured again?
He got injured around March.
Around March. Okay, yeah. So De'Aaron Fox carried that team. Okay.
March is carrying. You're chatting me.
I disagree with you. I think the Kings are just a team with so much depth that like they could have two Scottie Pippen. They could have like two number 2 options or two number 3 options, and with all that depth, it would be a fine team.
That's fine, but the primary playmaker,
kind of like Miami.
I think Miami.
Talking shit.
The thing is, though, Miami does have a number 1 with Jimmy Butler.
Do they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You mean you're trying to go into your number 1 at Dame right now?
I don't know, man. He kind of look like a pick and choose gangster to me.
The pick and choose gangster comment is kind of funny because the Jimmy Butler's play style is more playmaking. And he does set up his teammates and he does pick and choose his matchups. Literally what you said, like LeBron James, it's the smart thing to do. Why would you have the better defenders guard you? It's dumb. You call for switches, and you pick and choose who guards you.
You call for switches, and you still don't take advantage of those switches.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
very passive in some of those games. I would say that.
Yeah. Thankfully, his cons showed up in the NBA Finals, and they made it that far.
Oh yeah, we get pride points. We gonna give them pride points.
I'd rather have that happen.
We're gonna give Jimmy pride points for getting back to where he was in the bubble. Yep.
in the
NIT Invitational. My bad.
You telling me you're not giving Mikhail props for making the finals?
You said I'm giving who props?
Mikal Bridges props if he made the finals this year?
Of course I am, because the thing is that he's not this is going to be his first year if he makes the finals this year. That's going to be his first year as the number 1, and that's going to be more impressive than Jimmy getting back to where he was in the previous 3 years. And playing
I
against
think
us.
Jimmy making it
wasn't-
again is
he-
more
he
impressive
was,
because you can't
finals.
say it's fluke. If Bridges did it, I could have said fluke. I can't say
Fluke.
Jimmy's fluke.
You call
I
everything
think
that
Jimmy
happens
doing
to
it
him,
again is more impressive.
He has to make it twice.
Ma, why you getting confrontational with me, Ma? Come on, man.
Yeah, bro, you calling Jimmy overrated. No, you started it, bro. No,
Of
that's
course,
crazy.
I started it, man. I mean, but
It's Bam.
yeah, I'm just saying based off of what we last seen. When we last seen the Miami Heat, man, like Jimmy was looking like pick and choose gangster.
He got superstarred.
I mean, yeah, he did get. I mean, Bam did get Jokic to death, man. I mean, but
Yeah.
you still got to give me more than one game, man. Come on, man. Come on.
Bam is the most overrated player on the team.
Who do y'all think is the most overrated Heat player?
Might be Duncan Robinson, like for real.
Hero.
Who was overrated? He was consistently laughed at for his contract this year.
Yeah, he was, and then he like turned up in that one win, where they got with that one fluke win when KCP had them 2 bad fouls, and then they was like, "Yo, this nigga back, man. They don't need Tyler," and then it happened.
Where's Genda White? It's pretty much confirmed now.
Ooh, that's a nice signing. Nick, who you think the most overrated Miami Heat player?
Tyler.
What happened, Eli?
Where is
What happened?
getting?
Wait, it worked for him?
Yeah, they're doing interviews. Expected to sign him as early as today.
I think it got to be Jimmy, bro, because the thing is, Bam at full when that team is at full strength. Bam is not even the number 2.
Yeah, okay,
Isn't Tyler the number 2 when they have full health?
Scoring wise,
No. He's the number 2 scoring. Yeah, he's the number 2 scoring.
Number
option,
2
but
scorer,
he's
but not number 2 player. Bam is a defensive superstar.
But yeah, that's what I was talking about. The number 2 option.
That is
Scoring
okay.
Yeah. Not player option.
Not player option. I mean, player option, scoring option.
It's not the same thing. Ben Wallace is a
It's not
scoring
the same
option.
thing.
I mean, I'm kind of trolling, but I'm kind of right too.
Yeah, because I felt like during the Warriors championships, Draymond Green was the second option.
Or doing that when they beat Boston.
No, I'm just saying during their run before KD, I felt like Draymond Green was their second option, but he was maybe their like fourth option scoring wise.
Yeah,
I thought it was Harrison Barnes, but
all right, yeah, he's on the throne stage. Yeah. I think Kyle Lowry is the most overrated Miami Heat, but
right. How did I forget about the BBL master though?
Big booty Lowry.
How did I forget about the BBL master? Damn.
How many East teams we got left?
How did I forget about fat? How did I forget about fat butt? Fat butt Larry.
Yeah, this man is chatting. Hey, let's move on to the Chicago Bulls.
We set on something good right now. I don't know what it is, but it must be delicious, bro.
Zach Levine.
Ooh, Zach Levine.
Zach Krenak.
Oh, Pat Williams or Vooch on the Bulls. Pat Williams.
I'm gonna go with the Frozen because he always
Yo,
disappears.
whoa. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Why we not?
You know what?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Do we have a DeRozan front man in here? Hold on.
Larry is back.
You are not serious about being a DeRozan guy.
I'm the DeRozan guy.
He's a Ben Simmons guy, though. So.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
Let him cook, bro. You gotta let him cook.
Oh my God! Listen,
One guy right there. Leave DeRozan alone. Leave him alone.
Listen. All right. Let's just get on DeMar for a minute. Let's see. From Toronto to San Antonio to now in Chicago, we know what he's not gonna do in the postseason. We know how he's going to disappear in the postseason. The reason that this whole LeBronto mess exists is because of him. He has done nothing. Anytime you go to the podium and say, if we had LeBron, we'd win 2. We don't have any more respect for you. You are literally not a competitor anymore. You're just a guy on the court. you're doing a podcast with.
Wait, hold on. Talking about the Bulls most overrated players. Overrated players. Why are you talking about DeMar's whole career against LeBron?
Yeah, you're right. You know what?
I have Zach LaVine as the most overrated because DeMar is still the best player on the Bulls. It should be the league. It should have been last year too.
I never thought Vooch was rated. Pat Williams is playing out of position. He's really a 3. They got him at a 4 because they don't have a real 4. DeMar DeRozan gets put at the 4 when Pat Williams doesn't play, and that leaves Zach LaVine at the 3. So it's really an out of position team. When they get like one key injury or one major injury in the start lineup to one of their key defensive players, like Caruso or like Alonzo, like that's not every team. That's really mainly or mostly them. Out of all the other teams that I could think of.
At what point is it scheme though? At what point is it scheme? They literally have like 6. Last year they had like 6 small forwards, and they all run.
Yes, they do. You absolutely right.
Javonte Green and Patrick. They have a bunch of small forwards.
Small forwards, yes, they do. The same, and they pretty much got the same issue we got. That's one of the reasons why I thought Mar has probably said one of the best things about that trade for Dame. If it comes with if that package is included with Nurkic, I like to trade, but it depends on what we giving up. But to get back to the Bulls, I have to honestly say I don't think it's anybody. I think it's basically just bad GM and bad front office, because anytime you got all those small forwards and you trying to be like, hey, you can play the 4, yeah, all right, go ahead, play the 4, and then they get dog walked and then they played out of position, then that's basically making the players look more overrated than they actually are. So I can't really say it's DeRozan, I can't really say it's Zach, because at time to time they get played out of position when they got injuries on the court.
A wing defender guards wings. That's 3s and 4s. If you can't guard 3s and 4s as a wing defender, you're not a good wing defender.
Well, the 4s is mostly like 15. Well, when I think of 4s today, I'm thinking 15 feet in. I'm not thinking wing as in like 3-point line to 3-point line, like wing 3 to wing 3, and like.
Look at your power forwards in the league. Like Tobias.
But if the power forwards get favorable matchups in terms of like who they can take, who they could take mostly inside the painted area, and who they can't take it inside the painted area, bro. Like as a wing defender, you're not really that strong if they could take you down in that area consistently and have amount of success in that low block area. Back in my
day, wing defenders were defenders. I don't know about what we're giving these
name those wing defenders.
You had, your
Ron Artest. I give you Ron Artest.
Ron Artest. You had your Doug Christie's.
Doug Christie was not a wing defender. I'm sorry. He guarded guards and 2s.
We're chatting.
No, we're not.
Okay.
No, we're not. He didn't get down. He didn't get down on
PJ Tuckers. It's your PJ Tuckers.
PJ Tucker, I'll give you that because PJ Tucker's physical.
Ben Simmons,
I'll give you that because Ben Simmons is physical.
For like 2 years, for sure.
The GOAT.
Ben Simmons.
Larry, we gotta chill. We gotta chill with the Ben.
Not sure. He's the GOAT.
We gotta chill with the Ben Simmons shit, bro. We gotta chill with the Ben Simmons.
The GOAT. Okay.
All right, let's move on.
Jeremy Grant on Detroit was a very good wing defender.
We'll move on, Mom.
Yeah. By the way, my most overrated Bull is also Nikola Vucevic. But the Bulls got a bunch of overrated players, bro. Like that's why they're not making the playoffs this year. The next team we got the Toronto Raptors. I think. Oh my God, I don't want to say his name. Elijah, you say it for me,
bro. OG.
Oh, okay.
The OG?
OG's value.
I was gonna go with Scotty. Just off the simple fact that
it's not bad.
I was gonna go with Scotty. I was gonna go with Scotty simply, but because I already know who the most underrated player on that team is, and it ain't even Pascal Siakam. So. No. It's Yaki Poto, bro. Because when they got him back, bro, they fixed most.
Yeah, I agree.
Yaki Poto fixed most of the issues that they was having, like physically on the boards and everything. So like he fixed most of those issues. I think in terms of overrated, I think it's definitely Scotty, because I think what they expected out of Scotty after his rookie year was just not
unfair.
him. Yeah, it was very unfair. Like, and I don't think he was ever that type of player. He was just a fill in the blanks type of player. Like, do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that, but not a lot of anything. That's what he really was, and I think they kind of flipped it and tried to make him into like this next go-to guy, and he wasn't that.
Scotty Barnes is the reason they don't have Kevin Durant. Let that sink in.
That is a fact.
I mean, Hero is the reason y'all don't have a lot of players on the Heat. So
I would have traded Tyler Hero for Kevin Durant, dude.
He said he wanted to the Heat. He said he wanted to go.
Yeah, but they didn't. I don't remember they wanted.
I think it was a band thing.
Yeah, it was a band thing. Yeah.
Who's next? Next team.
The next team we got is the Indiana Pacers. I got a guy who I like here. I got Bruce. He is so nice too, but you gotta pick someone. And the fact that people think that the Denver Nuggets can't make the finals again because they lost Bruce and Jeff Green is wild to me.
Go ahead, Miles Turner. For some reason, people think Miles Turner is like some super powered role player. Like he's the greatest role player to ever live or walk the earth. And I don't get it, but it's Miles Turner for sure.
Miles Turner. Yep,
I agree with Miles Turner on that.
That's not a bad take. Yeah, it's not bad. Who you think most overrated, Lee?
If it wasn't if it wasn't for the trade rumors of Buddy Hield, it would be Buddy Hield for me.
He's going to the Lakers, bro. Y'all gonna get Buddy Hield and James Harden?
No, bro. Where the fuck is he fitting, bro?
Get rid of
the Bucks, bro.
He will be great for you.
What? Who are we playing at point guard? Who the fuck are we playing?
Oh, I forgot you don't like Gabe Vincent. You don't like Gabe Vincent.
Oh my goodness.
Except LeBron. LeBron will be your point guard, by the way.
Wait, what team we on now?
You have plenty of point guards there, by the way, so you do not have
who we on?
Indiana Pacers.
Indiana. Halliburton.
Oh.
They gonna continue to sleep. Continue to sleep.
I think that was a fluke year.
Of course, it was 1 year, fluke year. Obviously, he definitely didn't show that he had signs of potential to do this in Sacramento, and then just improved on it the second year. But
I think he was just passing the ball to Buddy Hield.
Oh, for sure, definitely didn't pass to his bigs at all, like Miles Turner. No, for sure not.
Okay.
He was just passing to Buddy Hield and just praying for it. I'm like, yo, you got my dime, right?
So you're hold on.
Imagine passing it to a guy that shoots very well and getting blamed for passing it to the guy that shoots very well.
Oh yeah. That's we taxed those assists. We taxed.
Yeah, and Steve Nash only passed to Amari, so he wasn't good. And Jason Kidd, he didn't really pass to anybody crazy. I mean, he always had a good score next to him.
No. Steve, well, the thing is,
he passed to Kareem and James Worthy, so he wasn't good. And
I like your you know what? I like your sarcasm, but here's the thing. The difference between the Halliburton and all the other names that you mentioned, specifically Jason Kidd and Steve Nash. Steve Nash was threading the needle. Like, we talking about somebody that had, like, and I like to use a 2K reference. He had basically bailout on uranium, bro. Like, I've seen Steve Nash go to the basket, draw the defenders, and make a no-look bailout type of pass to a dime, and consistently.
For sure,
I've seen him get in the lane. I've seen him get in the lane and break down the bigs and the defenses in the lane and dime on, not on the perimeter, but dime at the cutters and dime the no-look cutters. I've seen Jason Kidd break down defenses as limited as he was as a shooter back in those New Jersey days, and break down defenses and dime the cutters. I have not seen Tyrese Halliburton break down defenses and dime the cutters. I've seen him I've seen him get the ball and hit the shooters. I've seen LeBron get the ball and hit the shooters,
Name the cutter on his team. Wait. Name the cutter on his team. Who is the cutter on the Pacers? Who cuts?
The cutter? I don't watch the Pacers enough to know.
There's not a single cutter on that team. It's all.
I'm gonna tell you this though. This season he's going to. This season he's going to have some cutters in Benedict Mathurin, Obi Toppin. I think Jarris Walker is gonna be a cutter. We'll see this year.
Obi Toppin is definitely going to be a lob threat on that team.
Yeah, they definitely picked up a bunch of guys that can cut into the paint and be lob threats this year because they did not have it last year. So
that means
expecting him to pass to someone who wasn't there is insane.
And that ought to tell you that and that ought to tell you that not only should he duplicate the year that he just duplicated, but he should exceed that.
For sure, he will. He will.
I think he will. I think he will too.
Yeah, I don't think
no. It's not. He will. He must, bro. Like, no. I'm putting him in the must.
Yeah, he will. Yeah, he must. Yeah, for sure.
No, he can't say that because even if he doesn't, he's a top 30 player.
I give him about 45.
Oh shit. Okay, so you think he's overrated? Okay.
No. You know what? I give him about 35, 40.
I'm cool with that. If you're lower on him, I'm cool with that.
35, 40, man. Maybe 45. I was a little bit dry.
Okay. I just want to know who is like one person you have like right in front of him. That's all I want to know. Just right.
Like right in front of him right now.
Yeah. Like Bradley Beal.
No. Who said Bradley Beal? Oh hell no. Damn. I just lost my track of thought. Right in front of him right now. I'm gonna go with Ant.
You think Ant is like?
Too? That's fine. No. That's fine. If Ant's back there too, then that's fine. That's exactly
if Ant's back there, it's consistent.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'll probably if I'm missing a name, if I had to think about somebody that's right in front of him in the 35 to 40.
If he was like Zach LaVine or something, then there would have been an issue. But
probably Ingram.
Who?
Probably Ingram. Probably BR.
That's not that bad, actually.
I'm still not. It's
probably BR.
That's fine.
Yeah, you just gotta number your players. That's what it is. I used to do this. If you number your players,
I didn't. You know what? I gotta start making these lists. I had them lists, brother. I gotta go get my laptop. I had
you make your list. You're like, dang, wow, he's a lot lower than I expected him to be.
I was like that.
Because the thing is, during the season, I always revamp the list. That's why I gotta wait for the end of the season to set in stone. That way, I can talk shit about people's favorite players, and they get mad and they be like, "Yo, you tripping?" I'm like, "No, he was some shit this year." And that's why I got where I got him. So.
Trae Young.
Yeah, Trae Young is definitely yeah.
All right. Well, who's next, Lamar?
The Washington Wizards.
Jordan Poole. Oh my god.
No. I don't think Jordan Poole is gonna be overrated. I think Jordan Poole's ceiling is exactly correct. I think his ceiling is Steve Francis. I think he'll live up to that. He'll jack up. I mean, he was ineffective on the championship team in terms of efficiency, bro. So I don't think that's really going to change. He's going to be top 10 in shot attempts and probably be averaging maybe 20, 23, 24 at best. So
I've been hearing a lot of Jordan Poole is going to be in a lot of MIP races. He's going to be in the All-Star race, yada, yada, yada.
Stop listening to these bozos on the new Craigslist, bro. They don't know what they talking about.
I'm talking about YouTube, bro. I'm talking about pod.
YouTube? Oh, my God.
I'm talking about just listening to people talk basketball.
We're YouTube. We're YouTube.
Overrated, bro. Yeah, you be having Ben Simmons overrated. Crazy. You and Hakeem overrated too, by the way.
This is underrated, first of all.
Ben Simmons overrated.
I put my life on it. Never watched it again. I can put my life on it.
We said Hakeem as an alive one?
He said he got Hakeem at 4, and I can put my life. He's never watched the full Hakeem game.
I ain't never watched it.
You got Olajuwon at 4?
Yeah, that's my guy.
All time?
All time.
Bruh, I have yet to come across anybody that has Olajuwon top 5.
Here I am.
That's a fucking
I ain't gonna lie. You probably standing on one line at the DMV, bro. Like, I'm next, man. Yo, what type of license you getting? I'm getting a special license for somebody else. Yeah, nah, but Elijah won at 4. That's wild. I would love to hear the criteria about that some other day, but if I had to do Washington, damn. Who's
Me personally, I'm going with Kuzma, bro. I'm going with Kuzma.
No. I don't think it's Jordan Poole. No. I don't think it's Poole, Kuzma. I don't think it's Tyus Jones. I don't think it's Kuzma. I mean, I would say Tyus Jones is close because I don't think he's a starting point guard.
I can't say Tyus Jones. He seems properly rated. He's like,
I don't think he's a starting point guard in this league, man. I think he the way he's rated, I think if he was still in the backup role, I'm not gonna say Tyus Jones, man, because Tyus Jones he kind of got a soft spot in a lot of basketball talk, man. The way he's been playing as a backup role.
Can't be a starting position in this league. Daniel Gafford. I don't think he's a starting center in this league.
No. Gafford is fine. Gafford is cool.
Top 30? Top 30 center?
Top 30 center? It's only 30 teams, yeah. So he got to be a top 30 center.
No, that's not how that works. You can have two good. A bench player can be better than Gafford starting on a different team.
Yeah. You got some. You got some bench centers that's better than Daniel Gafford.
Yeah,
I love to hear.
Most of the Detroit centers are better than Daniel Gafford. Keep bugging you.
You know what? I think you just going off of names, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you. You said most of them. You said most of them, and it's only 2. It's Wiseman and Durant. If you want to say Wiseman is not better than Gafford, I'm sorry.
Gafford doesn't do much.
Gafford is a hell of a shot blocker, bro. Like he's okay for that team, bro. Like I mean,
but he's an okay rebounder. He's not a real scorer. He's an okay shot.
I think he's a better than expected shot blocker.
That's fine, but that's not
moving the needle if you're watching, bro. It's basically, come on, bro. It's a farmer's market franchise, bro. Like, come on, like how much?
He's getting less boys and Andre Drummond is off the bench, like as a starting center.
I mean, no, Andre Drummond at this point, bro. Like he's only better than AD because AD is a bum. But like that's not even a thing.
Yes, trolling, bro. You gotta realize when he trolling, bro.
I'm really not trolling, bro. I think listen, AD was in the league when Drummond was leading the league in rebounds, bro. So he wasn't. I don't think he was a better big man presence than him during that time. I thought AD was a better player, obviously, but I thought AD was a better player, obviously. But in terms of like rebounding and clearing the paint, man, like I never thought AD was on that level. AD's a good shot blocker because he's a great help defender. That's why. And he likes to go for help blocks, which leaves his matchup on the rebound on the offensive glass. That's the reason why they got smoked and swept by a Serbian. So, yeah.
What? Serbia?
I'm still.
You talking about Jaren Jackson?
No, I said that's the reason why the Lakers got swept by a Serbian.
Oh, I thought she's a way better rebounder than AD. That's why. Yeah, Jokic is just a better player than AD. I'm not really close.
I mean, now he is, but if we go back, if we go back to that season, a whole bunch of Lakers fans wanted the Nuggets in the playoffs, and we all saw what happened.
Yeah, that's fine. Jokic, that was his first playoff run, I believe.
Actually, that was his second. I think the first one was in the bubble, and they ran into Dwight and JaVale, and AD was able to roam free and just basically shoot.
The Lakers have only met twice. 2020.
But AD was able to roam free in the NLT Invitational and shoot all crazy, and we all know that's not the real AD. So, yeah.
Can't lie, AD was going crazy.
That's not the real AD though. That's not the real AD.
Don't matter. AD was going crazy.
The version of Jokic that we just saw The version of Jokic that we just saw was on that trajectory for the past 3 years, and as far as playoff translation.
I feel like
I see it as this, right? I think Giannis and Jokic are on the same career path, in my opinion, just on achievements.
I 1000% agree.
Yeah.
Because look, Giannis won 2 MVPs, then went to the finals, won the finals, won finals MVP. Look at Jokic after that. Jokic has 2 MVPs. Next year after that, won the finals, won finals MVP.
It's just the GP. I think it's going to be a debate, man. They're going to be. I think
well, the thing is, I think they definitely both on the same trajectory in terms of all-time status. The issue is Giannis is still going to overlap because of what he does on both ends of the court and what Joker doesn't. Joker offensively, here's the thing. Joker offensively, the only other player that offensively that doesn't have the prowess defensively that Jokic has offensively is probably Steph.
Magic Johnson is a more apt role for Jokic, I think, in terms of what he's doing. He's so great offensively that he's keeping up with top defenders in his era.
Yeah, I understand that, but when we talking about the translation and the production, we're talking about somebody that just came off a playoff run where he was giving you 30, 10, and 9.
But I don't want Jokic before he's passing. You want Jokic to pass before he scores every time.
You want Jokic to pass before he scores?
Yeah, I'd rather have Jokic average 15 assists before he averages 40 points.
I
don't think you know what you're asking for, bro.
I know what I'm asking.
I think he's just talking about offense, not skill sets. Like you getting into like skill sets.
Yeah. But what the team? But here's the thing: when you have a Jamal Murray that could pick up that slack while Jokic is just sitting on 20-something points and 15 assists and like 15 rebounds. Most of those games, the Nuggets are up by double digits or more. The games where Joker is scoring 40 and has like 3 or 4 assists, you got a good chance of beating them.
Yeah, because he only does that when they need it.
He actually lost those games, actually.
Yeah, that's my point exactly.
When he averages that 40 and 3 or 4 assists, they lose almost every time.
Yeah.
That's the point I was making.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'd rather him pass.
So you wait. You rather him pass instead of score, and you just told me when he averages 40 plus, they
lose. Yes.
So wouldn't you rather him score, like improve that him?
Look in the finals when he averaged 40 when he dropped 41. That's the only game they lost when he dropped 41. Literally, the only game they lost was when he dropped 40.
Leaf, y'all are literally agreeing right now. I don't know how.
When he dropped,
that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, am I saying something?
I said I'd rather him pass, and you was talking about him.
No. But I know what I thought you was gonna say. You rather him score if you want to beat him. I'm guessing.
I want him to score.
If you going against him, you rather him score. But if he on your team, you rather him pass.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. All right. So we are agreeing with each other.
Yeah. It sounded like
I'm bugging. I'm not.
We were different sides of the same argument.
Yeah. I thought we was flipping because I thought you meant in terms of him getting 15 assists. I thought you meant going against him getting 15 assists.
Oh no, never. No.
All right, let's go back on the other shit because we've been on this shit for like
over
an hour,
what
bro.
team was we on? I think we was on Washington. I didn't have a definitive player for Washington. So.
I don't have one either, bro. That's the thing. I think I'm just scared to say Jordan Poole. I think that's just what it is.
No, it's good because the thing is, it's not. But like in terms of efficiency, we're not expecting him to do anything.
I know.
The person with the highest expectations on the team is without a doubt Jordan Poole.
I gotta say, I think I'm just scared.
I'm going with Tyus, bro. If you're gonna do that, bro.
Fair enough. Go ahead. You'd be wrong.
Jordan Poole could
I'll be right because he's not a starter in this league. He's a backup.
He could start. he's not a superstar, but no players.
I don't think he can start in this league. This
He can start in Miami.
A 12-point per game, 6 assists guy can start in the league.
He can start in Miami.
Oh, yeah, I think he can start.
All right, what's the next team? 3 more to go.
Orlando Magic.
Orlando. You know what? I'm gonna be goofy, man. I'm going with Cole Anthony. Since he tried on them Timberlands, bro, at the damn dunk contest, bro. That was wild disrespectful, bro. And I thought he was out of pocket for that. His daddy ought to whoop his ass, bro, right on the court for shit, man. He ought to know better, bro. So I'm going with Cole.
I was thinking about him, but I went with Jalen Suggs instead.
Jalen Suggs. I forgot about it. I forgot he was on the
team. Suggs, Cole, one of the guards.
Yeah,
what about Wendell Carter, bro? Like, is he really a?
He's not bad either. I
was about saying.
Y'all think Wendell Carter? Maybe I gotta go watch Wendell Carter more. I gotta do that tomorrow.
I'm going Suggs.
His name is Wendell. I don't think he real, bro. Like,
I want to watch Magic games. That's the issue, man.
Yeah, I don't watch Magic games, bro. I'm like, why should I watch Magic games, bro? His name is Wendell, bro. Like, come on. Ain't play in the league named Wendell, bro. Like, that's not moving me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Wendell, bro.
Wow, did you do Hornets and Pistons or
those are the 2 last teams?
Okay.
The amount of Earls and Irvins that have been giving players fits for the past 70 years is insane, bro.
All right,
next team.
Yeah, we got the Charlotte Hornets. I got PJ Washington,
LaMelo Ball.
LaMelo is crazy.
The Charlotte Hornets.
LaMelo. I'm
LaMelo.
LaMelo is crazy.
Terry Rozier.
Yes.
Terry Rozier. How could I forget about Jack and Jill 7 for 42 in the Boston Celtics game, man? And ever since then, bro, you've been shooting every Charlotte Hornets team out of the game. In every game I've seen.
I think Melo underrated, bro. This is crazy.
I think LaMelo is rated properly, bro. Like,
he probably is. He probably is.
I think LaMelo is rated properly.
Plays well, he gets hurt, and then when he doesn't play well, that's when he's on the court forever. And
that whole family get hurt, bro. Like, come on, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's like he plays well for 6 games, and I'm like, oh, LaMelo's really coming out.
Bro, they whole family injury prone, bro. Come on.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Terry.
It's just 4 light-skinned dudes making bad life decisions, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like,
I still see Ant LaMelo comparisons, and at this point, it's kind of up. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of up.
All right, next team. Yeah, next team we got the Detroit Pistons. And
why are we doing all these bum teams? What are we doing?
Eastern Conference.
Oh my God, bro! We just going.
We just beat him. Just name your name. Don't give a reason. Just name the name.
Bro,
yeah.
Mars.
I'm going with the big man.
Warriors,
the big man.
Because Mars just naming off these teams, bro. It's like the tomato pillar 3000.
I went in order of the standings, kind of. That's why we started off with the Bucks and stuff.
Oh, okay. All right, got you. Yeah, but yeah, we going down the list. It's like the tomato pillar 3000, man. Like somebody showing up to your front porch with garbage. Just trash off. Trash off my porch.
Kate Cunningham. He hasn't played. Hey.
I'm going. Well, Killian Hayes is obviously garbage.
Bro, it's Wiseman and Bagley, bro. It's Wiseman and Bagley.
Nah. We lying to ourselves. Wiseman and Bagley is about to be the best duo in the league, bar none, bro. We got 2 number 2 picks, no holes in their game, coming into their primes. Bro,
just Wiseman and Bagley.
They've been like just 2 dominant forces.
In the pod, man. He's shining in the pod.
Yeah,
bro. Nah, I'm gonna go with Cade because I don't think this is gonna be Cade's team. I don't know what Cade is like ultimately good at. I don't know what Cade is elite at, bro. He seems like he's pretty good at a lot of things and he's getting better at a lot of things, but I don't know what he's elite at.
Josh Giddey. He's like the Josh Giddey.
He's like Scotty Barnes.
He's like a Josh Giddey.
right now. I didn't expect Cade to be a project coming in, but it seems like that's what he is.
Yeah, Cade is a project. That's probably why they gave the Pistons the number 1 pick, because they knew Cade was gonna be a project. They was just like, all right, just give the Pistons the number 1 pick. They'd be all right. We all know because we all know the Utah Jazz should have got the number 1 overall pick this year. So
yeah, Cade has a broke ass jumper, but he's good.
Everybody went from hating the Jazz to liking them in like 2 years. Y'all are so fickle, bro.
It's because they have Rudy Gobert, bro. I'm telling you.
No, it's not just because they have Rudy Gobert. It's because it would have been a good fit. Could you imagine Vic at the 4 playing alongside of Walker Kessler? There's nothing going down in the paint.
All you could do is keep imagining. It ain't gonna happen. So
keep imagining. Walker Kessler stop blocking some shit.
Man, I'm gonna go. Man, the hell with that. I'm gonna go on 2K. Make
all right, man.
All right, who the next team?
No, that's it for we 2 hours. We 2 hour 40 minutes.
Yeah, we'll do
See y'all next week, man. See y'all next week.
Yeah, we're gonna do the Western Conference next week for anybody who's interested in hearing that.
Yeah, all right.
Thank you for joining us, and everyone have a nice day. And
yeah,
God bless.